Hey, everyone. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh, that's not what I'm doing. Okay. All right, it's not paused. All right, cool. Hey, oh, these are the hair breadths that this Meerkat sent me. They outed themselves, so I can out them now too. But thank you so much. I love these things. These are the reason why I was able to dress up for work the other night when I worked. It was it Friday night maybe? And I dressed up as Baby Spice. Mm-hmm. Yay! Thank you. So, all right, let me get here to live chat. Hey, Misty Moo. Hey, Kira. Hey, Stell. Sue Elliott. How you doing, Sue? Me, myself, and Mandy. Reagan. Hey, Megan. Hey, Lily. Hey, Suzanne. Autistic Shill. Hey, Steffi. Hey, Tracy, you love. Cat man. Oh, cat mom. I thought I said cat man for a second. Hey, April. Oh, I was reading that wrong. I was like, what? Someone's got the same name as me? It was me, though. I'm an idiot. Hey, John. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Sock Fetish. Okay. So I don't know if you guys saw my thumbnail, because I didn't make it until maybe like 20 minutes ago, half hour ago. But yeah, I was sent a clip from Nonsense's Dream where evidently someone in the chat was saying, don't give EKC any credit. No credit goes to EKC or something like that. I'm like, what are they talking about? What would I even get credit for? So, and I think, I'm not positive, but I think what they may be talking about is because of the stream I did earlier. Rabbit from Down the Rabbit Hole News, she did a stream too, which pretty much said all the same shit I did. She did hers either like right after mine or hers started while mine was still going. I'm not sure. But so I don't know if that's what that person was talking about, credit, but this isn't something anyone gets credit for ever. Okay, first of all, I mean, it's something, it's not something that's an original idea that I had. No, literally millions of people have had the same ideas, and it's not something that only I am uniquely in tuned or knowledge or informed enough to figure out. No, I'm probably one of the least informed people regarding things like, I don't know, website legitimacy or whatever. So no credit should be given to me. Really, there is no credit. We all have these tools and the knowledge at our at our. What's the word I'm looking for now? I can't think of the word. Whatever. But if you choose not to use it, that's one thing. But we all have it. We're all capable and able to use it. Disposal, that's the word. I kept wanting to say exposure. I don't know why. So, but I just thought that was so funny. Like, out of everything being discussed in this stream, that was the concern for someone in the chat, was that I might get some sort of credit. Like, why is that a concern? I don't get it. Anyway. Oh, you gave credit in there and Tia too? Oh, I didn't see the whole chat. I don't know. EKC people suck. Molly MGL is our request for the next entitlement translator. Now, by that, do you mean Molly Go Lightly, or do you mean Michelle Goes Live? That's a good name for a sock, John Argyle. I like it. I think I may name all my socks now Argyle. I'll be like the George Foreman of sock owners. Only my name's not Argyle, so it's not quite like that, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but yes, Kira, please let me know who it is exactly you mean by that. Molly Go Lightly or Michelle Goes Live. Hey, Jesse. Hey, all in chat, and hey, how you all doing today? Good. I mentioned you earlier in the quick little stream I did earlier, because the quality of the legitimacy behind the news media site that's released that article, if you want to call it that, regarding Marvin and his alleged passing, was about the same quality and had a lot of similarities behind the one that Meow site that I first saw on a video of yours, like back in 2020. I feel like upon seeing that, it started me on this road that I feel like this path I'm still kind of on, to discovering and working out and connecting the dots behind all of these fake propaganda news sites and how certain people that we all know and have enjoyed watching, or have watched rather, could possibly be tied to it. So I feel like it's all because of your one video there. It's all your fault, Jesse. Fucker. No, I'm kidding. Molly. Okay. I can do one on Molly. Did you see the articles thinking Marbon in a military accent back in June? No, I didn't. Even mainstream news organizations seem less and less credible. I get what you're saying, but the thing is, though, is that they're reporting, the trust in their reporting may be degraded and may be continuing to head that way. But you can still very easily verify that an ABC affiliate is in fact an affiliate of the main known, headquarters of ABC. That's what I mean by these fake news sites, because this SNBC 13 site is not an affiliate of NBC. It's not an affiliate of anyone. It's just a propaganda site. It's one of these sites created to look like a fake news site, to trick anyone who's just doesn't really know or think about how this deception exists. And it tricks them very well. Because a lot of these sites do look convincing. It's not even like a matter of like, you need to know what to look for. You need to learn what to look for. You can't just like, oh, well, like every one of these sites will not have contact info. No, some will, but it's the fact that they don't have easily found and like identifiable and traced directly back to the actual person kind of contact info. It's just you need to learn what to look for. Nonsense was furious today. Oh yeah, I heard her. I don't know why. I don't know what she's so furious about. Like, yeah, it's fucked up that somebody wrote this fake news article. So I don't know if they wrote it. They were behind its creation, its existence out here on the internet. They were behind it being shared, I think, with the original people who shared it in this community. And I get being pissed off about that, but she seems to want to think that this is all Molly. And yeah, of course, I like Molly. I don't like Katie. I would love for it to not be Molly. I get what you're saying, but regardless of bias, you just look at the verbiage in this article and you look at how it's painting each person in what kind of light. And it doesn't make sense that it's Molly. And it also especially doesn't make sense that it's Molly because it was released today. Molly, how long has Molly been talking about going to Georgia? Quite some time, right? So whoever was behind this being released, this would have been an ideal time for it to be released because she'd be preoccupied with other stuff. She may very well be in the news for something, in the actual news for something, so this has had the potential to cause damage to Molly the most by being released today than had it been released 3 days ago. So this is why I don't think Molly's behind it. Oh, it was about Sophie Long. It was an article. It was a post that Katie made in the Sophie Long group, but the post was a screenshot of a Meow article about Sophie Long. That's what I'm talking about. What's this? Fucking, I don't know if my eyelashes are just too long or I got something stuck in them, but it's driving me nuts. All right, wait a second. Okay. Oh yes, no, those definitely interest me. Let me pull them up right now. Thank you. I'm kind of curious, like where they're quoting their information from. Let me see here. I gotta get back in my. How? Log out. Log in. What? Oh, messages. Oh, thank God that problem corrected itself on my Instagram. For some reason, I couldn't pull up my messages on my Instagram on my desktop. Yeah, but it's all fixed now. Yay. Okay. All right, this is all. You looks like you shared it with me 3 times. Is it the same article? I found a few articles. They're all from the same website, though. Oh, wait a minute. No, that one's different. Okay. All right, let's pull that one up. So someone found a couple other of these articles. And I'm looking at the names and I can already tell. I'm pretty sure that I bridged it from these bogus sites before. Like might have even been today when did the stream. When I was when it wasn't this article, it was when I was showing how like these were the same type of websites that reported Nat's arrest. And these were the same type of websites that were talking about Sophie Long back in 2020. And so, but yeah, let me share these here. All right, so this one is showbizcast.com. Let's see here. Where's this link to? Well, it doesn't give any contact information, though, for the author. It just says, Shreya is a writer at KPO and Company who has a background in public health, taking steps toward nurturing healthcare. She is passionate about voicing herself in the form of her writings. Straddling is capitalized. Oh, wait, no, that's because there's a period at the end of that, not a comma. Straddling through 2 professions, the writer hopes one day the 2 realms in her life meet for the good. That's it. And the picture, which curious if that picture would be found in Google Images. I don't know. All right, so let me go back to here. Let me see. Contact us. Just a Gmail address. That's it. Awesome. It's on About Us. Okay. Showbizcast.com is a entertainment news and trends dedicated, which basically focuses on accustoming audiences around the world with current celebrity-related phenomenon and issues. We aim to provide high-quality content through extensive research on any corresponding subject matter. Any suggestion or feedback from our audiences will be greatly appreciated if you can find us. Which, after ample analysis, ought to be used in providing viewers with contents they prefer. Being a celebrity-based entertainment website, we provide space for both popular and emerging celebrities. Readers can submit any celebrity-related facts or stories which they think should be brought into limelight. Our team shall thoroughly analyze those articles, and when appreciated, they will be used in promoting and acquiring more brand values for your favorite celebrity all around the world. Oh, wow. So they're a PR site, basically. Anyways, okay, let me go to the article, though. Oh, there's something else, too, I didn't show in my stream earlier, which I'm going to show. I can do this now. So it used to only be on Google Chrome, but I guess now it is available on Firefox. I think it's available on Firefox. No, I might be thinking of YouTube comment search. Anyways, I know it's available on Google Chrome. This is an extension called CrowdTangle. And what it does is, like, here I am on this news site, this article. And if I have, I just click on CrowdTangle up in my extensions tab. And this little box will come up and it will tell me exactly how many times this article, this link, was posted publicly to Facebook, to Twitter, to Instagram, and to Reddit. It only does the 4 major social media companies right there. And they have to be public posts. So like a post in a private group, it's not going to register. And it will then show me, it will give me the link to the exact public post. And it will give me like a brief rundown of interactions, especially in Facebook. And I can download the data for that as far as Facebook goes. So to show you what I mean, I don't know, does this appear when I do this? me see. Can you see that? No, you can't see the drop-down menu. Shit. All right, let me see if I can do this. If it'll show up. It's not registering as a menu. God damn it. Window. Oh, entire screen. All right, I can share entire screen, I guess. First of all, let me sign into it because that way you guys don't see my, because I have to sign into Facebook through the extension. And I don't want you guys seeing my password, although you can't really see it, but still. So let me do this quick. Wait, maybe next I go back here. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't have to. It already remembers me. I'm still signed in from earlier. Okay, so we're going to share the whole screen. Okay. Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. To fix it, go to System Preferences, lock the screen by selecting the lock at the bottom left corner. Check Google Chrome. If already checked, uncheck, then recheck. You might lose me for a second. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot. System Preferences. Always allow streamer to open link of this type. Okay, yep. Is that all I had to do? It looks like I'm frozen now. Okay, well, we're going to try this again. God damn it. Do I go to System Preferences in Google Chrome or what? There's no System Preferences. Settings. I have System Preferences here. Oh, I think I know what it's talking about, the lock thing. But I don't know where to find it. Does anyone know how to do this? I don't know what I'm doing. General streams. Maybe extensions? Sharing? No, maybe sharing. I really want to show this. It pisses me off. Maybe I have to. I can screenshot it and show it, I guess. Whatever. Okay. I'm going to move on. The edit extensions. Yeah, it's not giving me the option. Fuck it. Okay, I give up. Let me check chat, see if anyone's got advice for me. I have an iMac, by the way. I just want to share the shit. Do you remember a stream where you or maybe Steve explained the cycle of writing for one side and using these misinformation sites to make credible content? Yes, I do. I know that Steve and I talked about it briefly on a stream or two. I think one of them in particular was on Nikki's channel. I myself did a stream though just recently about this, talking about this. I think it's titled I Don't Know What to Think. And I think I did it like at the beginning of October, maybe end of September, beginning of October. It's about a month ago. So yes. And the stream I did earlier today, is only like 40 minutes long, but I really covered it, pretty well in that. I even pull up a bunch of examples and shit. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to take screenshots of this. So I pull up the article from the website. So I have it on my screen now. And then I click on the CrowdTangle thing up in the extension bar. And this is what it shows me for this article in particular. Let me screenshot it. Okay. And I will share that in just a moment. Yep, there we go. Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it gives me the information about how many times it was shared. So the article I pulled up is the one that someone just shared with me. So it's not been shared at all. And here I can, after Facebook here, I can click the Twitter tab and it'll show me Twitter and the Reddit and Instagram. And the Facebook here will show me the interactions with that post. Now let me show you what it looks like when something has actually been posted. Okay, yeah, I can pull it up here. Okay, so this is the article that I was talking about earlier today in the stream. This is the article from the SNBC 13 page or site. The article's not up anymore. Why isn't the article up anymore? I clicked on the same link I was using earlier, and they took it down off of SNBC 13. Huh. What about the author? Because I tweeted to the author today. Let me see. Is she still around? Is my tweet still there? Okay, my tweet's still there. Her post is still there. See her link. Does her link work? Nope. They took it down. Wow. That's interesting. But these other sites still have it up. So let me go ahead and share that, and then I'm going to read it. I was going to show that thing. All right, I'll show that in a minute. I'll show you how CrowdTangle does work in just a moment. Okay, so what happened? Marvin McCray from Yuma, Arizona. Update on his accident. Oh, it says right here by admin. Doesn't even. Why isn't it giving me an author name now? Didn't it just give me an author name? I could swear it did. What the? Am I this right one? Oh no, I'm not. I'm on the other one. Okay. Okay. It doesn't matter. They're two websites. This is TV Death Ray. But yeah, let me check this here. Leave a comment. Powered by WordPress. That right there tells me. About admin. There's no contact me? Nope. Or contact us? Nope. Okay, interesting. All right, let's read it. According to social media reports, Marvin McCray was the individual who was involved in an accident in Yuma, Arizona. This has piqued the interest of the internet community, who are now trying to figure out who he is. The Marine Corps jet crash. What? The Marine Corps jet crash was the most recent disaster in the area. As a result, the two are linked. Let's see if the internet theory is correct. What the fuck is this now? Who was Marvin McCray from Yuma, Arizona? Marvin McCray, a Yuma, Arizona man, has been making the rounds on the dark side of the internet, claimed to be the nameless victim of a car accident. Okay, this is just a whole bunch of nonsense. Despite the lack of proof from the police department or trustworthy web sources, we can look into the most recent event in the area. What the wow. This is what, okay. Again, just think about this logically. Seriously. If this was something Molly would do, would this be how she did it? Saying that, I mean, this just seemed, I don't see that. Providing all these conflicting stories and ridiculous stories just seems like a way to create chaos. And she usually has some sort of point, rather than just, she's not a troll for chaos. I could be a troll for chaos, I think. I don't know. Okay. Despite the lack, a car or plane that crashed, the Marine, wait, where did I leave off? Claiming to be the nameless victim of car accident. Despite the lack of proof from the police department or trustworthy web sources, we can look into the most recent event in the area. The Marine Corps plane that crashed near the Arizona-California border on Wednesday had a long history of mishaps, including one that killed 19 people in Arizona over 2 decades ago. A V-22 Osprey is a tilt-rotator aircraft that can hover thanks to 2 vertically deployable propellers. The rotors may swivel and extend forward, similar to a twin-engine prop plane, allowing it to cruise at higher speeds. That expertise, however, was acquired after years of testing and mishaps. According to social media reports, Marvin McCray was one of the people slain along with the Marines that day. Given that this is a developing story, more information about him has yet to be discovered. Update on Marvin McCray's accident. According to recent social media accusations, Marvin McCray was involved in an accident. The purported disaster he was involved in was said to be a new, it's just repeating the same shit. However, we are unable to discuss anything until the investigating authorities divulge the names of the victims, as this would be unethical. What the fuck? There are a few bios on the web with the same name from Arizona, but it would be impossible to identify a person from them. Well, you sure seem to have done that. Similarly, there is no way of knowing whether he got into the misfortune or not, because none of the trustworthy sources have mentioned it. As a result, we'll have to wait a bit longer to learn more about the incident's origins. Oh, look at this. Who is Molly Golightly? Huh. So that's interesting. Now, see, that tells me that whoever's behind the story, let's see how these read. Let's see how this reads. American video content creator Molly Golightly is well known for posting videos on the well-liked social media video streaming platform YouTube. On her YouTube account, she has 66.9K subscribers and thousands of views. When was this written? July 14th. Okay. She became well known by producing videos on trending subjects. She delivers live updates mostly on her YouTube account. People increasingly utilize their mobile phones for whatever. People are interested in learning more about Molly Golightly's husband because she produces YouTube material. Due to her most recent updates involving Marvin McCray and her fight for justice. Oh, that's the end of the sentence, my bad. That sentence doesn't even make sense like that. Molly Golightly is currently trending. While she streams, people are chatting on her live feed and connecting with justice campaigners. Wikipedia. All right, I'm going to search the site. Oh, so they've been writing about this for a while, this website. Huh. July 14th. Wait, these are all on July 14th. Oh, no. June 11. June 11. This was the first one written on this was on June 11th. When did Molly get involved in this? Wasn't it July? So who was submitting information to this website in June? And this is obituary news. And this jet crash was in June, I take it? For the time being, the police have just mentioned the death of the Marines with no indication of human casualties. What? Wouldn't that be an indication of human casualties? Mentioning the death of Marines? The only way to discuss it is in bits and pieces on hidden portions of social media where people are putting forward their own hypotheses and possibilities. That's interesting. June 11th. What do you guys think about that? I want to know. Yeah, see, here's the thing. This website started reporting the shit on June 11th. That timeline doesn't fit, though, does it? I mean, because I know Katie started talking about this in the beginning of July, right? And from my understanding, Molly's only been involved in this maybe like a day or two before her. And I'm curious too. I thought it was very interesting. Yeah, thank you for that. Like I'd never even seen this, and I sure as hell they have the dates there. Okay, Dog Mama, is there any documentation? Like, is it documented anywhere on Facebook, in a group, on YouTube, in Reddit, anywhere? If there is, can let me know and I'll go find it, or I'll try to find it. And if it's there, I'm sure I will. But yeah, because this would be the first I've heard that, but I really hadn't looked that hard into it either. So just because I haven't heard it doesn't mean it's not there on Molly's YouTube. See, I could swear it was later than that. Let me go check. Let me see here. Oh, wait, I want to leave that open. All right, I'm gonna have to open it. I'm guessing it would be Molly Golightly's YouTube, not Live With or whatever, right? Oh, no, I only want to do that. Never mind. We'll do this. Playboard. That way, if something was deleted or whatever, it'll still be listed on here. Okay, videos. All right. Oh my God, it's gonna take forever. I can't really. No, not really. All right, I'm in August already. July. Still July. Okay, it was what, June 11th it said? So, okay. I'll start from, I'm going to start from June 1st. All right, so let me share this. All right, so this is her playboard. I'm starting here. See, right here's the date. Streamed on, it says June 1st. And I'm going to just, right here's the 31st. So I'm going to just scroll up and see what's there. I hate Mouse. Nancy Grace, Megan Welsh. I don't know who that is. Seresto, Princess, Johnny Depp. Oops. Okay. Summer Wells. Justice for Vaughn, Part 1. This was July 6th. So this is the first video that I'm finding listed in her library for YouTube. This is for her Molly Golightly channel. I don't know. I won't. I don't think I'm able to pull up this detailed information for her other channel, because the only channels that are applicable to this, it seems like, are like just ones that have either been around for so long or are big enough. And from what I don't think her other one is, because like there's a lot of other channels that aren't, and that are bigger than hers. But like the only ones I found what I can actually find the information for on this website are channels that are like with 50,000 subscribers or more. So I don't think I'm going to find it there. But so according to that, I'm not seeing anything. And the reason why I did Playboard is because I could look through her actual YouTube and I'll see the same content, except her actual YouTube will not show me the unlisted videos or the deleted videos, where Playboard will at least show me that there was an unlisted, or there is an unlisted, or there was a video there that's since been deleted, and it'll give me the title of it. That's all it'll give me, but her YouTube won't even give me that. So, right. So there's nothing on her YouTube until July 6th, it looks like. So who's covering that in June then, I wonder? Anyway, let me go to the other website. So this is the other article website that's writing about this. All right, so this is the one I was looking at originally, Showbizcast. I think it is. Yeah, it is. What does Crowd Table show me? Oh, this is the one I looked at before, and it didn't have any postings. Nothing there. Nothing in Twitter, Reddit. Nothing on Instagram. Okay. Okay, so they have. This is dated June 10th. It's the same thing it's saying, basically. Who's this screenshot of? Oh, it's the U.S. Marines. Okay. See, this is interesting because either two separate people were alerting these websites, and someone had alerted these back in June, and then someone else alerted the SNBC one today or yesterday, whatever, recently, or the same person did it, and they're giving two different versions, because like the things mentioned in these two articles from June, none of this information was included in the one that was listed today. So either it's two different people or it's the same person who is trying two different, I don't know what to make of that. That just seems weird. I wonder why. I'm going to search this SNBC though, the one from McCray. Bobby McCray, Robert Morse. That's it that comes up. So nothing else. What about this one though? So search. I can't search this? That sucks. Okay. That's just to share it. It's not their Facebook. So they doesn't look like they have any Facebook or anything. Nothing that I can find. Well, this is bullshit. So, all right, but that's interesting though about the date. Thank you though for sharing these. I find it very interesting. So, there's that. Now, I didn't take screenshots of it. Damn it. Where did I see some screenshots? I don't know. I wanted to read the article that was posted recently, but I don't know where I can. I guess I can pull up my video from earlier. I should be able to read it from that. because that's where I think the most likely place where any, I don't know, inclination about who's behind it is going to come from. Because if they're trying to push a certain like narrative or propaganda, then it's probably going to be specific to who they are and what it is they hope to get out of it. So in whatever it is they're trying to get out of it, they're going to try to get from it by this article. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. Right. It feels a little narcissistic though, like streaming one of my streams, doesn't it? I don't like how it feels. Okay. I just want to read this and then I wanted to move on to something else. Did I go through all that shit first? I did. Damn it. Okay. Marvin McCray's death, a 29-year-old Marine who was honorably discharged in 2018 due to a knee injury, has died. Marvin McCray, a resident of Yuma, Arizona, reportedly passed away earlier this month. And again, when I read this earlier, that sounded kind of weird because like we're on what, November 3rd. So earlier this month would be yesterday or the day before. That's it. I wonder if maybe this was written and meant for release possibly in October, and they meant earlier that month in October. That's what I wonder. Okay. This is quoted now. Quote, a very sad update as Marvin McCray has passed away, according to a source close to the family, unquote. So they're saying that the person who's telling the reporter this is claiming that a source close to the family told them that, and then they told this author this. You know, like it wasn't even the source, the family friend telling the author. It was, there's a third person there, intermediary guy person. So that's, I don't know. During his time in the United States Marine Corps, Marvin served as an aviation's operations specialist. Many social media users and former fans were perplexed after the news of Vaughn's death came into the limelight. More light. Come on. Oh. Okay. Then someone wrote here, Genie or something. I can't read it. Rest in eternal peace, Marvin McCray. This was a crazy story all around, but he's no longer suffering. Such a sad, sad, tragic loss. Marvin McCray's cause of death. While the cause of death is unknown, reports say Marvin Von Jackson McCray was purportedly in a coma since May 23, 2022, after he attempted to unalive himself. His mother updated followers today that she just learned about the attempted unaliving from police. See, I read that earlier. I think what the author is trying to say is that the mother who updated followers today about this information had also claimed that she had found out about this whole thing from the very beginning, you know, through social media. So, from the police. Oh, attempted from police, not from her daughter-in-law. Okay, the claim was from police, whatever. Okay. According to reports, his wife, Andrea McCray, Slaywood Ray, restricts his family and others from seeing him. It's kind of blurry here. That's why I can't really see it. She refuses to follow the doctor's instructions and has not been giving him his anticonvulsants medication. She suspects that it is poison. Vaughn has had 8 consecutive seizures, and he is being treated with cayenne pepper, valerian root, and passion flower. Oh, passion flower, period. From Mexico, she also smuggles Xanax and Ativan. I thought I missed a part of this, maybe. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Who was Marvin McCray? Marvin Von McCray was 29 years old and served in the Marine Corps, was reportedly medically discharged in 2018 due to a knee injury. Throughout his childhood, Vaughn was cared for by his mother, Letitia Bias, as well as by his grandmother. I think they mean her grandmother. He was married to the entrepreneur and social media influencer, Dre McCray. See that right there? That stands out to me because they're describing Dre in this very favorable light. And even when they're listing the facts of what happened, they're not disparaging her when they do this. So they're saying that she refuses to follow doctors' instructions because she suspects that they're giving him poison. Not that she buys into this nonsense or this bullshit or whatever. Or, they're not giving any opinion on it. Not favorably, not negatively. They're just stating facts. And that stands out to me because they seem to, I don't know. I think that they don't seem to have a problem with opinion. They don't insult people with disparaging comments necessarily, but this reads like it's trying to frame shit in a light. So yeah, and then they say like Vaughn was cared for by his mother and grandmother, but he married to the entrepreneur and social media influencer, not the paparazzi sales or spokesperson or whatever, or associate, whatever, but entrepreneur and social media. Like, I don't know, that stands out to me. And it is primarily because of Dre's frequent posts on social media that Vaughn and his story are in the public eye at this time. That's true. The couple has been married since 2015 and resides in Yuma, Arizona. Oh, wait, sorry. Together, they have one son, and as part of their blended family, they are also taking care of Dre's children from a prior relationship. Since he was honorably released from the military, Vaughn has transitioned into the position of a father who stays at home. That right there, they're framing Vaughn in a very good light, and they could have said that factually without with the same sort of indifference that they do other things, but they don't. Transitioned into the role of a father who stays at home, rather than, because I think that when people say stay-at-home dad, it's kind of sometimes taken in a negative light or whatever. It's not necessarily meant as a compliment, but it should be nonetheless. So I feel like that was worded that way on purpose. Dre's fans started noticing differences in the couple's appearance around the middle of the year 2021. It appears that the strict alkaline and vegan diet that Dre recommended, not that Dre insisted, not that Dre instructed, Dre recommended, had caused both of them, even Vaughn, to begin losing weight. And they don't say anything like how this was alarming to viewers because he was already thin, or it was it was noticeably very quickly that how much weight was lost. They're not expressing any kind of alarm over this. It almost comes off like you're reading this. It almost seems like you might sit here and wonder, oh, they must have been maybe overweight. Okay. Like that's how I feel reading it. Dre shared with her audience around the same time that she believed her wrath was the root cause of her husband's seizure problem and that he suffered from it. She answered that she was treating Vaughn's ailment at home using a combination of different herbs and nutritional supplements, and she was prominent supporter of holistic treatments. That comes off as kind of controlling to me. Like, it's the desire there is to make it be known that she had this effect and she was correcting it. I don't know. That could be just me a little bit. Marvin McCray's obituary and funeral arrangements will be released by his family at a later date. So this is why this article kind of stood out to me. So for some reason, though, it's no longer available to read. I don't know what happened there. Usually these articles are up for like a week or two before you start seeing them disappeared. but apparently not this one. This one got taken down. Okay. Let me check out chat here. Facebook group started in June, right? Let me see. Let's see. Okay, so the one group here. No, I don't want really good groups. Oh, there's the about. I'm an idiot. Okay, so it started July 2nd, 2022. Let me see here. It started off with the name, July 2nd, it was called Exposing Dre McCray. Then it was changed to Exposing Dre McCray, Justice for Vaughn. Then January 3rd, oh no, yeah, that's where it stayed for the name-wise. So there's that. There's another group though. Okay. This one, I don't know. I don't think this one is old. I don't think. I don't know. Yeah, no, this one was just created on October 22nd, this other one. So I just have to switch Facebook accounts to go into the Exposing Big Juicy one or whatever. I'm not still sharing screen, right? No, no. Okay, good. So we have uncovering fraud in the Vaughn McCray case, aka Exposing Big Juicy. This one was formed. Does that mean the group was formed then? See more community. Oh yeah, no, that's right. They call them communities now on Facebook instead of groups. This group was created August 6th. So it looks like so far the earliest group was the Exposing Dre McCray one on July 2nd. Wasn't there like a Justice for Vaughn page or something though? Let me look for that. That I think I'm a part of or something. My Facebook. No, damn it. What happened? I get so impatient and I start clicking shit and I just need to just chill for a minute. I need to learn to do that. All right, Justice for Vaughn. Let me look it up. Justice for Vaughn. Okay. Did they change the name of it maybe? No, it wasn't this one. Okay, this one was created August 5th, so I don't think this is the one I'm looking for. I think it's a page though, wasn't it? What? What are you doing? You all right? I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Pages. I'm not sure I want to be showing this to all you guys. So, oh wait, I'm not. That's right. I'm not sharing screen. Duh. All right, those are mine. Where are the liked pages? There we go. Right, and it looks like I got nothing in my liked pages with the word justice in the title. Does anyone know if it's what the name of? I know that there was something Justice for Vaughn, wasn't there? Like, I know that they archived it, but did they change the name? Facebook groups. Thank you, Autistic Show. This content isn't available right now. I wonder if is it something I'm blocked from? I don't think I'd be blocked. Who knows? People block me for all kinds of reasons. Let me do this. It'll just be easier. Go to incognito and just stay signed into both Facebook accounts. Okay. All right, let's see if it pulls up in this profile. Ooh. Apparently, I've been kicked out of Justice for Vaughn group, but my sock isn't. Okay, then. I don't even remember talking in there, but whatever. So this one was started June 27th, 2022. So this was created about 16 days after these other sites started writing about the Von McCray situation. So about 2 to 3 weeks later. Huh. Thank you for that, by the way, Autistic Show. Thank you. Let me get back here to chat. All right, there we go. It's still there. Yeah, I'm just kicked out of it, apparently. Why the fuck? Seriously, though, like I was in there under my real name. Why the fuck did I get kicked out of there? Okay, then. Jane, they did, but they didn't delete them or deactivate the groups or whatever. They just, the ones that I was aware of anyways at the time, they archived them, which means they're still there. And so long as you're a member, you can still pull it up and view the content in the group, but you can't like, you can't post comments, you can't make posts, shit like that. There's just no more activity, but it's still available for members to pull from should they need to. Oh, you said there's no content in it though? I didn't stick around that long to find out. Let me see. Discussion. No, yeah, there's content. There's just nothing new. Nothing since. Let me see when the last post was. Nothing since August 2nd. Oh, I want to search something real quick. Right, I should learn to make things easier on myself. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I was not expecting that find. Okay. So yeah, there's that. Let me get back here to chat. I'm going to bed, but I recommend just checking out if Tia has new info on the record. I don't believe that Steve McCray is behind it. What do you talk? What? He does always get blamed for everything, but where did you hear that Steve McCray was behind this shit? Oh my God. Depending on who's making that claim is going to tell me who it is, who is fucking behind this. That's what it's going to tell me. And I'm going to say like the same thing I said earlier. I have no idea if any of this information is true. The fact, though, that whoever it is that's trying to put this information out there is going to such deceptive links and non-verifiable, questionable links to get this information out there tells me that something is being withheld. So either this is not true or it is true, but the event did not occur last night or the day before or whatever. The event occurred at another time, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever. And that now they're trying to get the information out there. And I said as much earlier in my stream today that I wouldn't question so much as if the information is true, because there's a good chance that could be true. I would question more or less like why, like when did this happen? When did this event, when did this passing happen? Because I don't think it happened. If it did happen, I don't think it happened yesterday. Because if it did, you wouldn't need these questionable paths to get the information out. You could just put it out there honestly in easily discoverable ways. You know, and that's another thing too. Like there's so many of these websites on the internet, so many of them, like too many to count. So no one's going to really find this information, at least not right away, not without going through like pages of search results from Google. So for this to have been posted on the website and then very shortly afterward posted to social media tells me that it was more than likely it was dropped in someone's DMs or it was shared with someone or whatever. Someone knew, someone was made aware of it, and then they posted it to social media and then it spread from there. That's what that tells me. And I'm trying to figure out who the first account was to post this on social media, which I did find the information earlier on CrowdTangle. That I do have screenshots of. That's right, because I sent the data, the information to Rabbit Hole. Oh my God, I forgot about that. I can show that. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Okay. Are they still on? I don't think I deleted them. Either way, I can pull them up from the email. 4:30. There we go. Okay. So, yep. No. Oh, it did make it. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So here are the screenshots. I was showing, I wanted to send the data to Rabbit Hole, but I could only download the Facebook data. I couldn't download the Twitter and everything. So I had to take screenshots. Oh my God, I can't believe that. That's awesome. All right, so here's what I sent her. So this is what CrowdTangle looks like when you pull it up, because right up here is where your extension bar is, the pin, where you pin your extension, so up on top. And then you click on the CrowdTangle one, and then this box will come up and it'll show you exactly how many times this has been shared. So the SNBC 13 article at the time I took the screenshots about 4:30 this afternoon was posted one time to Facebook, posted publicly, that is. So in a private Facebook group, it's not going to show on this. This is only pulling from public posts. So in the post that publicly posted this on Facebook, or the page is InsideEKO.com news media. It was posted once. The page has a total number of followers of just under 10,000, and there were no interactions at this time. So, and then the screenshot I took of the rest of the information is as follows. Oh yeah, it wasn't posted at all to Reddit or Instagram. So, but it was posted 4 times to Twitter. Okay. These are the 4 accounts. And right here, you can click on the box and it would just bring you right to the link right to the post. So, the top 3, they look like they're like true crime accounts, maybe, or accounts that really focus hard on missing persons, rather. So, but that last one, that Olivia one, from what I can tell, this is the first posting on all the social media with this article. And where am I? Okay, let me share here. Copy. So, and I had commented, I tweeted a tweet underneath this article posted on this chick's thing. So here it is. Here's her posting. Smith, Olivia Smith. Like, why is there's so many instances of people with the last name Smith involving like these situations, like the McCray one, the whole Natalie one, like every other person seems like their name's Smith. It's crazy. I don't get it. Like, I get it. It's a common name, but is it really that common? So I had asked this person So you are the earliest post I can find on Twitter about this. May I ask how or where you discovered this article? When I asked that, I hadn't really looked at the profile. Let me show you what I mean by that. So I click on the profile here, and it seems like all of her posts are articles from SNBC 13. So that kind of tells me that she is affiliated with the website, not so much affiliated with anyone or anything else, because that's what all of her posts are, is SNBC articles. But she posted that at 10:34 a.m. So 10:34 a.m. Eastern time on November 3rd is the earliest posting I can find on all social media regarding this, with this article. I don't know. I think that matters because I'm kind of curious who else posted it in the community shortly thereafter. What's going on here? I don't know why. All right, let me pull that up. I'm still in it. All right, that's another thing I want to do. I want to go over part of Nonsense Stream because holy shit, what a bunch of nonsense that was. Wow. What posting is this? Oh, so it looks like Nonsense is right off the bat trying to form the narrative that Molly is behind this all, and so is Why Not. That's what it looks like. And now, see, here's the thing. Like, why would you think that? What's leading you to think that other than your own bias? And let's be honest, this is all your fucking bias that's leading your fucking nose along the way. Like, you got like the Pinocchio of nose of fucking bias. I swear to God. It's ridiculous. Yeah. This is, oh, geez. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just pull up that stream. I believe it's over. I don't think they're still streaming. I don't like to stream streams as they're happening. I don't know why, but. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Fucking crazy. It really. Again, I asked, like, today would have been the worst possible day for Molly to have put out some sort of fuckery like that. So I seriously doubt she's behind anything like that. But it would make sense, though, for somebody else who had foreknown knowledge of Molly going to Georgia to then put this out when she was down there. That would make perfect sense, especially if they wanted to try and rope someone else to helping them form their narrative by saying, were you and my Ned into this together because you met her today? Like, think about this. If you were in someone's presence for 5 minutes, okay, you may have talked about it a bit and may have some sort of connection, whatever. Okay, fine. But what do you think? What are you going to be more worried about? Okay, let me put it to you this way. If your loved one is in a room with somebody else of the opposite gender, whatever the gender of their interest, for 5 minutes, just standing there in the same room with them for 5 minutes, okay? Are you going to worry about that? Or are you going to worry about the dozens of texts and phone calls and shit back and forth between the two of them over months? What's going to be more concerning to you? So the fact that she met Why Not, or the two of them met each other today for a very short while, would not concern me. It would be all the communication that I can't see or can't know about leading up to this moment that I would find more concerning. Just saying. I think you're looking at this the wrong way. That being said, okay. I'm going to pull this up. And then I'm going to take a minute break. I'm going to run to the bathroom because I'm going to be sitting here listening to this shit for a short while, I guess. I don't know. So I'm going to just take a quick bathroom break first. And I highly recommend that anyone in here who wants to hear this and hang out, do this, consider doing the same. Boy. Oh, John, off topic, but if you see Hershey Kisses cherry cordials, they are amazing. I will keep my eye out for them. They sound like they would be quite awesome. Who's saying goodnight? Oh, Kira. Good night, Kira. Yeah, I know it's Justice for Vaughn altogether. That's how I searched it. I think that's how I searched it on Facebook. Oh no, and I tried the link you gave me on Facebook, on my Facebook, and it wouldn't pull up. It said this content is unavailable. That means I've been blocked. Well, you know that. You've been blocked by enough anti-vaxxers by now. You know what it looks like. Yes, Indigo. Yes, I'm fully right there with you. Absolutely. Because I'll tell you, right from the get-go, she knew the whole fucking backstory on the McCrays, on Dre and Vaughn. She knew everything about their relationship, about the events in question, about anything and everything being discussed. Right off the bat, she knew about it. But she needed to ask a lot of questions involving Katie, involving any of us other creators. She seemed to be very, not clueless, but uninformed. But man, when it came to Dre and Marvin, oh, she knew it all. She knew everything. She still knows more than I do. Okay. So yeah, I think that she's definitely connected there. Absolutely. Yeah, I saw KJ's post about it. That's another thing. Think about this for a second. Let's just say, for argument's sake, let's say Molly was behind this and Molly did put it out. Just for argument's sake, let's say that. Well, wouldn't Katie find that especially disgusting? Wouldn't she have to comment and post about how gross that is? I mean, she would be going to town with that shit, right? No, I'm not even going to speculate or discuss it. That tells me she knows something. At least, well, that makes me think she knows something, in my opinion. I admit, though, that could be a little bit of my bias speaking. But either way, I think I'm pretty fucking right when I say the fact that she's not posting about how shitty of a person Molly is for this tells me that she kind of doesn't think it's Molly. So, all right. And then I am going to run pee, though, and get another drink, I think. I'll be right back in about 2 minutes. So I'm going to play you guys some awesome music. I know how much you love this music. I do, too. We'll do, I guess, Lo-fi, whatever that is. Okay, here we go. I'm back. All right, I'm going to take this out of my hair now. Ow. I just feel like if I'm going to be commentating on her stream and I throw any sass or whatever, I feel like I'm going to be taken more seriously without the pom-poms in my hair. The fuck? Okay. Oh, it's so low. Why is it so loading?
I don't know how anybody's missed it. And if you're here, you know what's going on.
Okay. Now, this is Nonsense stream from earlier today. This is the one where someone sent me a clip of the chat where someone said, do not give EKC credit or whatever. God, that's very weird. I don't know. So yeah, that's what this is about. And she's kind of giving her opinion on all of this. And of course, she's framing it in this way that it's all Molly's fault. Somehow Molly is responsible for this article, for all of this discussion. And Molly, too, should have known better than to repeat any of this information. Now, here's what my problem with that is. Molly's not a reporter. Okay, she's an entertainer. She's entertaining. That's how I view her. I view her as an entertaining YouTube channel. I don't see her as a reporter. Okay, so I mean, when it comes to reporting news like that, if you want something that you know can be legitimate and trustworthy, it's been vetted, then you're going to have to stick with actual media sites, I think, and stay away from any YouTube channels like this, or like Molly, like Katie, like whoever. So yeah, and if you want to sit there and say Molly should have known better than to say this or whatever, and sure that you can have that opinion, but then so should everyone else. Everyone else should have taken this with a grain of salt. Everyone else should have questioned it. And maybe that's the case. But this wasn't just Molly who did this. Molly's not the only person who did this. Okay. And neither is Elle, because that's right. She was commentating on Elle's stream when I was watching part of it. Yeah. So same thing with Elle. She's not a news site. She's not a news channel. She's entertainment. She's talking about entertaining things. I mean, you can have that opinion and you're not wrong for that opinion. I'm not saying that. I get that. Sure. You can sit there and say that with the power of the platform should come the responsibility of it. Sure. And I may even agree with you largely on that. But to just act like it's just that platform or just the platform's problem, when this is like everyone in the community has probably posted this, I think, at least once, as though it were truth, as though it were fact. So yeah, shit happens. These things are designed to look real. They're designed to fake you, to trick you, to fool you, whatever. They're made to do that. If they were that easily obvious, then they wouldn't be successful. So just, you got to consider that. But if you can't even consider that for Molly or for Elle, then you can't even consider that for anyone, not even your buddies there. So just saying. All right. I'm going to check chat here real quick while this plays.
I want to ask you guys.
I'm going to try to.
Some questions that I need people to start thinking about. First and foremost, think of the time frame this is happening in. Think of the time frame. Think of the sources of this information that they're using.
I don't know what she means by time frame.
How this setup actually went down. Let's say, for instance, let's take it back a step. Let's say, for instance,
I'm going to skip ahead to when she's giving commentary, I guess. I don't know.
Since when is it acceptable for a fucking nobody on YouTube, yes, Molly, I'm talking about you, to announce the passing of anyone, let alone a person you've done nothing but exploit for the last months on end? But you have gone to an all new level of low. You've created a fabricated fucking story again. There is absolutely zero confirmation that anything that they have been claiming is factual.
Everything she's saying is true. Nothing's been proven. Nothing's been verified. And to my knowledge, the only other channel who's right off the bat questioned it, besides me, is, or who put on a public video display questioning it, besides me, is the Rabbit Hole News. Everyone else, so I think, kind of just figured that this was true, or there was some truth to it, or whatever, or it was true enough. Again, though, I wonder, why is this just a Molly thing?
Has been no post made by Dre. The nurse that Wynette was originally speaking to, that they conveniently read a text from, was a nurse that Wynette claimed to have met when she was at the VA hospital at the end of June. He hasn't been in that facility in months. So you tell me how a nurse at a different facility knows his status and just randomly called up the family or texted the family, even an update like that.
I was under the belief that, again, oh no, wait, actually, I think Al covers it, so I'll let her tell it.
Think about it, people. This is a fucking human being's life. And all she wants is this right here.
Skipping ahead. She doesn't.
I get a lot of you don't know, but
she doesn't play the visual of LB's video, so I don't think she does she? I don't even know when she starts it. I thought she did. I could swear I saw her. I don't know.
Katie follows several YouTube channels. They cover true crime.
you don't have to argue with people. Tell them this is not confirmed and to please. Fuck, I know some people don't know, but this is what I'm saying, y'all. This has got to stop. There is no proof that that is factual.
I'm just going to leave it here.
None. There's been no post made. Yes, Vicky, true. No, you're okay. You're okay, T. I'm sorry. I'm really heated right now. And I know it's not, you didn't know.
What was that?
You meant nothing by it. I'm sorry. It's okay, y'all. It's okay.
Oh.
I shouldn't, T, I'm sorry. I know y'all don't know, some of you, but I am fucking done. Yep. Solo, absolutely. Yep. Fuck yeah. So please do us a favor. And when you see people passing this off, tell them this is not confirmed information. Do your research. This is a man's life.
Oh, shoot. They're click. It's not going to remove me now, is it? Okay. Sorry, I lost internet. Fucking shit. I saw it happening, though, early enough, so there's that. There's that. And I lost the screen I was sharing. Fuck. So this one. Yep. Screen sharing was canceled. Oh, no shit. Okay. Starting again. That's right.
No, you're good.
He
thumbnail children. They are posting RIP thumbnails.
They are posting our IP thumbnails. What does that mean? I haven't seen any thumbnails posting in IP, I guess. Does anyone know what she's talking about? Because I would love to see it.
No, you're good. You're good. Y'all, I get it. I get a lot of you don't know, but y'all know these people. Most of you have been around years longer than I have. Critical.
Yeah, sorry. I'm reading the chat now. Sorry. I lost it. And every so often, like my internet just stops working for a second. Like, I don't know if it's rebooting or whatever the fuck it's doing, but that's what happened.
Thinking, come on, people. Like, this was all a setup. All of it's a fucking setup. And you know what? For money.
That's funny.
Give me just a minute, y'all. Okay, sorry. This shit I have been since last night.
Oh,
that's why I didn't come live, because I was going to fucking
she's been crying. She's been crying.
And then
she says,
I thought it couldn't get worse. And then today it got so much worse. They are lying about a man passing away for fucking money and a show.
See what I mean? Right there.
Think about what this is doing to the family.
Who's lying? Who the fuck is lying? Because if are you accusing like Molly or other people who posted this article? Are you accusing them of lying for believing the article? Or for thinking that the article might be true? Is that the lie? Or is the lie the article and you think that they're fucking behind it? Because you're getting awfully fucking angry. You're getting the appropriate level of angry if you think that they wrote the article or they're behind the article. But if you just think that they mistakenly believed the article, you should not be getting this fucking angry. But you are. So this is why I asked the questions, because your words aren't quite matching up with your behavior and your emotion. Your emotions telling me one thing where your words could be telling me any number of things. I'm curious though, and I think they really, if you're going to make these accusations against someone, you should be clear in what it is you're accusing them of. I mean, that's only right.
Even the family that none of us agree with what their actions are. That's his fucking family at the end of the day. And I don't mean that. I mean, think about it. It's not even fair to them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This part here, she's disconnected Letitia from everyone else. So she seems to already be of the knowledge or the belief that Letitia had nothing to do with any of this, which I get that, I suppose. But she's so hell-bent, though, that everyone else was involved. Why is that? Like, why is now suddenly Letitia the innocent one out of the group? When up until now, it seems to be like Letitia was being blamed for just as much as everyone else. But now she's being spared. I want to know why that is. So, I mean, I'm happy for Letitia that she's at least being spared this. She should have been spared the other shit, too. But I'm still kind of curious why.
Yeah, it's not fucking true, y'all. And again, I have no ties to these people. But if you can sit there and read the shit that they're saying about them, about him, his life, and you actually think this is okay, or you believe it, or you're passing it off, I know people don't know because there's so much misinformation out there. I haven't lied to you all once.
Yeah, you have.
What
yes, you fucking have.
Benefit me? It doesn't.
Yes, you have.
It benefits nobody.
Then why do it?
You don't have to argue with people. Tell them this is not confirmed.
You apparently do.
Research the sources. No. You guys all, like, the ones that are apologizing, I know a lot of y'all didn't know, and I'm not, there's some in here. There's some that have been on my Facebook page and lied straight to my face. I've called them out for other stuff, and then they came back at me today and tried to play these stupid games, and they're all up in Molly's comments. I fucking screen recorder shit, y'all. I know fucking names. If it's one thing that anybody has learned about Contessa, it's I pay attention to small shit. If you think I don't know where you lie a lot of times, I kind of do, because unfortunately I see a lot of it. That's why. But don't, the ignorance and the fact that some of these people will sit there and lie straight to your face, and then they play these stupid games.
I'm sorry. Did this pause or something? What's going on? This is pissing me off. I'm not losing internet. My bars are still there, so I don't think that's the problem. See. My live chat's still working. StreamYard just looks good. Oh, why is that in the middle? Oh. Let me refresh it. I pulled this up though in another tab, just so I could search
about Contessa. It's I pay attention to small shit.
Just so I could search the comment section or the live chat, and I'm seeing though where people had said we're saying EKC debunked this exact article today, and one person even said that was more critical than most. So thank you for that. I mean, I don't want credit. That's not what I'm trying to do, but it's just thank you for at least not letting a different incorrect narrative run, I guess.
If you think I don't know where you lie a lot of times, I kind of do, because unfortunately I see a lot of it. That's why. But don't, the ignorance and the fact that some of these people will sit there and lie straight to your face, and then they play these stupid games. This is a human being's life. And these aren't like 20-year-old women. These are 50-year-old women that think this is fun drama. What if this was your son? Exactly, Amethyst. It doesn't fucking matter if it was true. It's none of our business. Elle stated, hold on, I'll let you hear what she said. I'll let you hear it so you can hear where some of my disgust is coming from, because I know a lot of you don't watch her because she is,
here's where she plays Elle.
But let's listen to what she said for a minute. Oh my God, there's so many of these fucking travesties. Ugh. My poor phone is going to break from having to look at all these fools. Oh, and she made new excuses again today, too.
I'm not showing anybody in the chat, but I am showing that people are here. So you guys, if you can hear me, see me. So we started covering the Marvin McCray story. Geez, a few months ago, we started covering the story. My moderator, Candy, actually brought the story to me and said, you should cover this, Ale, which normally this is not the type of stuff that I cover. And even though I normally don't cover truth.
No shit. And you should probably stick to not ever touching something like this again, because you're absolutely fucking terrible at telling facts on anything. So let's let you keep going.
That sounded so fucking hateful. Like, even if she did screw up in reporting the story, and I don't think she did. I really haven't listened to much of it, but from what I heard, she didn't. But even if she had, that's it. No second chance, no whatever. Like, you should probably stick to not covering it again because you fucking suck at it. Wow, that sounds kind of personal to me. I don't know.
It has something that
Oh, sorry, it froze for a second.
And me and like my moderators, we were really good friends. So we've often talked about things that we're interested in. Like we've often talked about crimes. I mean, stories like this, not crimes, but stories like this. So Candy had, an idea that I was interested in stuff like this as well. Candy follows several YouTube channels that cover true crime, as well as she also covers like Facebook pages that cover it as well. So she brought the story to me several months ago, and it was very in the early stages of what was going on. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got. A local news station. A news station is reporting this. It actually came up today. I'll show you guys.
This bitch said local. Go look at the Facebook page. It says fucking Pennsylvania. Who is it local to? Elle? Molly? Isn't it ironic? Really, it says Pennsylvania, because when I looked it up on the website said, I think it was California. There was, and they showed where in California their offices are located allegedly, but then they gave the address, a South African address for their headquarters. So this is the first I'm hearing Pennsylvania.
I'm seeing. Because I was not going to talk about this at all until I got some sort of, and I've been looking. So I've been hearing for the past few days. I've been hearing for maybe 3 or 4 days that had passed. Actually, no longer than that. Because the night that we were going, okay, I've been hearing this since Thursday. Because I heard it Thursday and I tried to confirm it. I tried to get some sort of confirmation. I called funeral homes in the Yuma area asking, do y'all have a Marvin Jackson? Do y'all have a Marvin McCray? I couldn't get any confirmation. I also called the coroner's office. I've been hearing that he passed since.
Did you all catch that? Did you catch? Sorry, I was letting my dog in. Did you catch that? If you didn't, let's play it back again.
It actually came up today. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm seeing. Because I was not going to talk about this at all until I got some sort of, and I've been looking. So I've been hearing for the past few days. I've been hearing for maybe 3 or 4 days that had passed. Actually, no longer than that. Because the night that we were going, okay, I've been hearing this since Thursday. Because I heard it Thursday and I tried to confirm it. I tried to get some sort of confirmation.
She tried to confirm it.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Called
So
funeral homes in the Yuma area asking, do y'all have a Marvin Jackson? Do y'all have a Marvin McCray? I couldn't get any confirmation. I also called.
This sick bitch called funeral homes. She fucking called funeral homes. Couldn't get confirmation of anything.
well, I mean, that doesn't make sense. I mean, like, if
Calls
you're
the coroner's office. Again,
Oops.
can't get confirmation of anything because she's a nobody off of YouTube.
that doesn't make sense because not everyone has a funeral nowadays, and some people don't have like any kind of gathering at a funeral home. They'll just have like a burial and then like a celebration of life ceremony. I mean, that's been the case since COVID. So calling funeral homes, I don't think is the smartest way to go about it, especially if you think or suspect that his family, Dre, is going to want to keep this on the down low. So I get questioning why she would call funeral homes, but to then question why she would do so as though it were wrong for her to try to confirm it, well, that's being incredibly hypocritical. Like, because you're going to hear nonsense say over and over and over again through the stream to do your own research, look into shit yourself. Well, isn't that what LB was doing? She was trying to confirm it. She was trying to do her own research, right? But is it just when LB does it, it's wrong? Or you think you should be able to approve how everyone researches or how they go about this confirmation? Because you are the judger of all things and you should make this determination. Like, seriously, like, if what you want is for people to do their own research, I think you should just be happy that people are trying to do their own research.
YouTube, who should stick to fucking reality TV.
Ooh.
But she's trying to find out information about a U.S. veteran because she's a YouTuber with a story to continue to tell because they've fabricated a bunch of lies. Okay.
Let's be honest here. None of us here are trying to obtain any kind of information on this situation because of his military service. Okay. No one's here just because he was a Marine. All right. There may be something you admire about him and you're thankful and you have gratitude for it. Sure. Yeah, I get that. I do as well. But I'm not here because he was a Marine. Like, that's not a deciding factor at all for me. It was or wasn't. It's the whole, just the interest part of the story and what I'm interested in and how it's been played out so far. That's why I want to know. That's why I'm doing any kind of inquiry. It's not because he's a Marine. So stop using the fact that he's a Marine as though it helps bolster your case, as though it helps give you some self-righteousness in your fucking fucked up ways that you're going about things. Because, well, that's just kind of hypocritical. Maybe if we are doing this because he's a Marine, well, maybe we're doing this out of a self-righteous place too, because we're appalled that something like this occurred involving a Marine, and we want answers. Why is it that we can't be self-righteous in it, but you are? Did I lose internet again? Oh, I did. Why is it taking so long to load? Come on. Do I have to keep fucking reloading this? Really?
Okay, let's continue.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
I'm
you.
fucking heated. Y'all, I'm not heated at anyone specifically or creators or anything. I'm pissed at the whole situation. I'm sorry. I'm fired up. I'm emotional.
So she's not mad at Molly at all? Okay. Well, that's good to know. Keep listening. Seriously, why? I can't fucking pause it?
emotional. The Tessas know. Some of my other friends know. My oldest had to talk me off the ledge. She actually was helping me record a bunch of this shit because it's unbelievable. Unbelievable the amount of disrespect that they are showing this family, this man, his life. And yeah,
and most of it's
fucking
happening on
disgusted.
her
But I'm not
fucking
mad at
page.
anybody in particular besides all of them, because
Besides
it's a show
all
to
of
them
them.
for money. And I can be in my feelings. I'm good with that. Remember how we just talked about sometimes we all need a good cry? This was my good cry. Okay, let's continue. This is LB if you're wondering who you're hearing talk.
Been here that he passed since Thursday. So I did not want to cover this at all and say that he did until I got some sort of confirmation, a obituary or something. But SNBC 13, which looks like some sort of news channel, actually reported it. So this is going based off, as you guys can see, hold on. This is, like I said, it's SNBC 13, and this was posted today. You guys can see the date by Morrison and Liam. SNBC 13, November 3rd, 2022.
By the way, search Morris and Liam if you're interested. There's nothing you will find. And with any legit journalist, reporter, you can always find credentials. That is one thing that I learned from NBC today too. Again, you can call.
Yeah, I did too. I searched Morrison Liam. The thing is, though, is that Google keeps wanting to give me Liam Morrison results. So I used Google Dorking, and I, typed in text, was it colon, I think it is, and then in parentheses, Morrison Liam, in parentheses, and hit search, or hit enter. And it, again, now that it's specifically looking for just what I want in the text anywhere on the web page or the website, it still found nothing. Like fucking nothing. That's crazy.
Call your local NBC and they will tell you how to find the registered affiliates and who they work with. This is not an NBC affiliate whatsoever, which is obvious. But just to do that, you can do that. And you don't even have to call the Pennsylvania one where it's supposedly local to, or Yuma. I did reach out to the reporter that did do an interview. I'm still waiting. But again, that would have been something
you're going to keep waiting. I mean, the thing is, and I said this earlier in my stream, like the website, they had this article up originally, the SNBC one. It had the name for the reporter. And if you click contact, it would give you the Gmail, not just email, but Gmail address for the reporter. And I've gotten these before on these exact, well, maybe not this directly exact same site by that name, but the exact type of site, exact formatted site, whatever. And I've reached out to some of these reporters, and I'm still waiting to hear back, or I would get that mailer demon right afterwards telling me that the address doesn't exist. So good luck hearing back.
You would have been able to report because she did do an interview with the dad. So she would have been able to follow up. So why
did she though?
Have a local reporter that's already interviewed?
Did she though? Because I heard someone make the claim that this interview happened, but did she though? Did she? Was there like an actual interview with an actual reporter from the Arizona local NBC affiliate or whatever media affiliate? Because I haven't seen anything to support that.
Interviewed somebody in the family, be the one to report it. Why would a reporter in Pennsylvania, which we know isn't legit, report this? Okay, think about these things. But she doesn't have confirmation, but she's saying that this is where she got her information. She wasn't going to report on it because she couldn't find anything out by making all these phone calls, but here she goes.
So I was not going to even say that he passed until, like I said, I called funeral homes, I called coroner's office, I looked for obituaries, and I'm not seeing anything.
Listen to her smug fucking ass.
Why is that
I
smug?
called coroner's offices. I called funeral homes. Who the fuck are you? I'm sorry, but if somebody in my...
I'm sorry, but if you're so angered and pissed off that these lies were released, that this false claim about his passing is being made in this article, you're so fucking angry about it, wouldn't you be pleased that somebody did some sort of due diligence in looking into this and established very good reasons for why it's bullshit? Wouldn't you be pleased with that? I mean, you just want to be pissed for the sake of being pissed, it sounds like. You want to be pissed that people are reporting this as fact. You want to be pissed that people are looking into it to try to verify it. You want to be pissed when they're finding information or the lack thereof information suggesting that it's bullshit. You just want to be pissed. That's what you want.
My family member or family calls when somebody in my family passed away. Oh, hail to the... What?
Why not?
Who are you? Like what?
Well, I mean, if people are looking into it, like if you put the news out there yourself and say, hey, my my husband, my wife passed away, and people are looking into it because they think you're full of shit. All right, yeah, I get the point. Yeah, be pissed off, absolutely. But that's not what's happening here. No one's looking into this. No one called the coroner's office because they disbelieve Dre. Dre hasn't said a fucking word one way or the other. So this isn't a personal slight against Dre. This is trying to determine if the rumor and the gossip going around the internet is verifiable or not. That's it. Why is that so wrong? I mean, if it's not true, you should be happy that people are fucking discovering that.
Right do you have? Because you helped fabricate a story about the man's life, so you figured that you...
Well, that just sounds like a misleading fucking question. Come on, you know? All right. No one has the right to this information. No one has the right to demand, rightfully so, this information. None of us do. Absolutely not. However, we have every right to ask. We have every right to inquire. We have every right to look for the answers through legal channels and means, should we decide we want to. We have that right because we just do. We have that fucking right. There's nothing stating otherwise. But I'm going to go out even further here and say this should be expected of the public because of how public everything has been made about this situation. Their whole lives were made public. When Vaughn was here, when they were together, married, all of that was made public. And then after the incident, I'll call it, it's remained public. It was still stayed public. Hell, she threw a fucking online paparazzi party in his honor while he lay in a coma. That's how public this shit was. So you can't then tell everyone you have no right to be interested in this and so interested that you want answers after you participated in the publicity of it all. So.
Are owed something?
No, you're not owed. No one's owed.
But today, one of my moderators was able to find this. It was just posted today, so that may be why we weren't able to find anything before today. But we'll go over this really quickly, you guys. Like I said, I started covering this story a few months ago. And what we know about the story, Marvin McCray, a Marine who kind of retired. He didn't retire from the Marines.
He didn't retire. He was medically discharged. She doesn't even fucking know the story she helped create.
Okay. Oh, so she helped create the fact that he was medically discharged? That was her creation? That wasn't, I don't know, something that Dre and Marvin put out? I mean, come on. You're just looking for any opportunity you can to just say, this is the story, this is the framework I want all of you to run with and believe. She made this up. If you want it to be believable, you want people to believe it, you got to work a little harder at it than that.
Was discharged, like an honorable, maybe a medical discharge, I don't remember. He was injured. He become like a stay-at-home dad. His wife, Dre McCray, she is an influencer. She had a Facebook account with over 600,000 followers, a couple of YouTube channels, and honestly, before they were very. I mean, I can see why people were drawn to her before. She was very funny. She was, if you watched her, I mean, I watched a lot of her older content, and she was a very funny girl, very pretty, funny girl. So I could see what the appeal was. They seemed like they had a really good relationship, like one that you could kind of look up.
Wait, what did she say? They seem to have a really good relationship. Interesting.
You know,
one you could look up to.
Funny. Then they started, you know.
Yes, in the earlier, she's describing the earlier years or years ago when if you watched them, if you followed them, you were more likely to find her, Dre, very personable, and you know, you'd be interested. You'd watch her, you'd enjoy her, you'd enjoy the whole thing. That's what she's saying. And that their relationship seemed very well in the beginning years. But I'm guessing you didn't quite hear the earlier years or years ago. I forget how exactly she framed it. But
these diets and started taking these supplements.
But then she said that. But then, you know, they started these diets, started taking these supplements. So now she's saying the then part.
And unfortunately, later on, we found out that they were having some trouble.
If you're married and you haven't had trouble in your marriage, everybody kind of goes through slumps. It's normal, but I guess it's their business because they helped fabricate.
Regardless of what Katie Joy says, marriages work at times, and at times it's a lot of work.
The story, right? Okay.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for the super sticker. That is not a reputable news station; it's a website only. So
did you hear what she was just reading? Somebody in her comments tells her it's not a reputable newspaper. Listen again.
True.
They seemed like they had a really good relationship, like one that you could kind of look up to, you know. He was funny, she was funny. Then they started, you know, these diets and started taking these supplements and giving them to their children. And unfortunately, later on, we found out that they were having some trouble. Oh, sure. Thank you so much, Sarah, for the super sticker. That is not a reputable news station. It's a website only. So
That's not a reputable news station. It's a website only. And listen to her response.
SNBC 13 is not like an actual news station. We'll read this. I'm going to keep my eye out for any obituaries. I have been hearing behind the scenes that he passed. I just didn't want to say anything until I could get something that I thought was solid. And
Doesn't even stop herself to go look into, oh, hey, wait, this might, I'm getting comments, multiple comments that this might not be legit. But I'm just going to fucking continue. I'm going to fucking continue.
Yeah, I hear that. I see what she's saying, and she's not wrong. But I interpret that to mean something else. I interpret that to mean that, like, she believed this website. She really believed what this website said. So that's why she was going with it. And now that's being questioned. And it sounds like she's trying to save her ass there. And that's why she's saying all this shit about behind the scenes or whatever. That's my takeaway from this. My takeaway isn't like, oh, like she doesn't miss a beat and goes right on. And I mean, you know what I mean?
Continue. Elle, I swear, you are Molly Golightly with a polished face. Like you're just a cuter, younger version of her. Same ethics, same morals, same everything. And yeah, I don't give a fuck if you try to call me the moral police. These people are scum.
You are
Pure scum. Tell me.
You should fucking care that you're being called the moral police. You really fucking should, because there's a problem with the moral police. We can't have the moral police. You can call people out. You can say, listen, I don't agree with this. I think that that's wrong. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You should fucking do that. But you're not just trying to do that. You're trying to get people fucking destroyed or removed or taken down or demonetized. That's what you're fighting here. That's the problem with the moral police.
Tell me I'm wrong. I'll wait. I know who will tell me I'm scum.
And SNBC 13, from my understanding, was a news channel, a news blog. So if it's not reputable, I'm completely unsure. I thought that it was. I thought that it was.
I thought that it was.
Trying to get solid, like an obituary, something that
But I'm going to continue to get something solid, but I don't have that right now, and I thought it was this, so we're just going to fucking continue, okay? Because there's nothing between my fucking ears, right?
it's like, here's the obituary.
Yo, like, does that sound like someone who's in a very rational fucking place at the moment as they're addressing this? That just sounds like someone is way too fucking invested in shit, and it's getting to them way too much. Like, I think you might need a mental health day or something. Now, I don't want to say mental health day. I apologize. That was wrong of me. I shouldn't have said it. That was kind of shitty of me to say. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. But I do think you do need to take a you day. Do some self-care. Just, I think you might need it, because I'm not saying that this isn't important in the grand scheme of things. It is, and it's more important to some people than others. I get that. But to you at this moment, it shouldn't be that fucking important. So.
I spoke to the funeral home. They are saying he passed. But right now, this is the only thing that we've been able to find. Like I said, it was posted today.
Convenient. Fucking convenient that they start this rumor last night, and all of a sudden, people are asking, where did you get this information? Is there confirmation of this? And up pops.
No, that wasn't started last night. I've been seeing shit posted for days asking and talking about, I heard that there's an update on Marwan. And even the rumor of his passing, that's been going around the groups and shit and the pages for fucking days, probably a week, if not more, but probably right around a week. So yeah, this wasn't just something that was just started last night. If anything, maybe people just paid it attention last night. I mean, because if you don't want to address something, it needs to kind of keep rearing its ugly head around before you actually do address it. And I think that maybe that's what it was. I think maybe Molly, for example, maybe she didn't quite want to address this right away because she didn't know. I don't think she's been talking to people in the loop for a while. So it wasn't something she felt comfortable commenting on, maybe. But that can only last for so long, because people are, the more silent you are about it, the longer you're silent about it, the more people are going to want to fucking know, the more they're going to make that desire known. So, but yeah, this wasn't just last night. Like, where the fuck have you been? Like, people have been talking about it on the fucking nonsense page. I mean, come on now.
A fucking sketchy newspaper article that's
Newspaper?
based out of Nigeria.
Who said it's a newspaper?
The location is Pennsylvania.
Who the fuck said it was a newspaper?
Wow. Shocker.
Creators are saying this as well, so I'm not sure. Creators that are
Other creators are saying that this is true, is what she's saying. Molly, Justin, and Elle, and the rest of their little misinformation cronies. That's the only
other creators have discussed this. I don't know if they said it was true or not. I didn't listen to that many videos or streams, but I've seen titles mostly. But yeah, this has made its rounds. I mean, how even Nonsense is talking about the rabbit hole covered it, so it's pretty logical to assume that other creators have talked about it more than just Molly and Justin. That being said, I want to make something clear right here now. Nonsense does have a point, I think. And I said this earlier. I don't hold these content creators to the expectation of verification on all of their sources or all the things that they state. No, of course not. I do think, though, at least I take this responsibility on myself, or I try to anyway, to best of my ability, that if something comes across to me that is questionable, then I have to display those questions. I can't just assume it to be something that I don't think it is. And I do think I do have a responsibility to just be honest about this shit, especially if I'm going to use it as content. I should have to tell the people viewing whether or not this is truthful or not, or my opinion on it, or what I found, or whatever. I should look into it. So I do get that maybe the people who reported this as facts should have maybe looked into it more. Again, though, I don't think that that's a realistic expectation to have, because they're not reporters, but that doesn't mean that they still can't do it. So
fucking people that with any sense, once they know the facts, that will continue to repeat this. The creators who are repeating this right now don't realize that there's more to the story.
Thank you for becoming a member, Skate Positive. Yay! I'm happy to have you.
Unfortunately, that's how we got here to begin with, is because people ran with bits and pieces that they thought were facts without doing any due diligence.
Oh,
any research.
I see scale. Okay.
If the comments are getting crazy and people are freaking cussing me out, let them, because I don't give a shit.
Contact with family for all the that he passed away. It's so hard because unless we get like an obituary or someone speaks to him.
Just out of curiosity, no one needs to answer me, but is she a smoker? Because she sounds like she's a smoker. I don't know.
Natural funeral home that does the service.
Not that I'm not judging smokers. I'm not. I just since I quit smoking, and I smoked for like 30 years, so I'm the last one to judge. But since I stopped smoking, I hear that cough in other people. I don't hear it in myself anymore because I don't think I cough like that anymore. But I hear it in other people, and it's like I can't help but to think, is that what I sounded like when I was smoking? Like, is that what my coughing sounded like? Did I sound like that often? I don't know. Just weird.
To be questioned. Like I said, I've been hearing this Thursday for sure. And I went on.
She snickered and then says, well, if somebody, the funeral home again. Elle, do you have a morbid obsession with contacting them?
About their topics. It was like, hey, did you hear my bond? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. Now this story right here is.
Hey, y'all, please stop worrying about me. I'm okay. I'm not related to this story, so I'm good, y'all. I needed to just vent. I'm not pissed for me. I'm pissed for
you
Joey
are.
and those kids. I'm pissed for Marvon. I'm pissed for Letitia, Marvon Sr., his brothers and sisters. Some of y'all think I came out here just to attack the family, and that's been my angle. That's never been the angle. I'm mad for them.
I gotta hear
I'm
that.
good. Been my brothers and sisters. Pissed for Marvon, for me. I'm pissed for Dre and those kids. I'm pissed for Marvon. I'm pissed for Letitia, Marvon Sr., his brothers and sisters.
Why did she say why not?
Out here just to attack the.
Why did she list why not in that? Why not?
Family, and that's been my angle. That's never been the angle. I'm mad for them. I'm good. I go to bed at night and I don't have to. I can shut this off. They live this.
See, this is bullshit, because she's not doing this for them. If she were, then they would be asking her to do this. They would be conveying their desire and their pleasement over her doing it. That's not happening. She says over and over again, she's not talking to Dre, right? Well, if we're to believe her, then she's not talking to Dre. And I think it's pretty safe to say that she has not been in communication with Letitia, why not, or Marvon Sr. So if she's not in communication with anyone, no one's asking her to do this shit. So she's not doing this for them. She's doing this for herself. Okay. And she's getting this worked up over it because she feels that she's not being heard, that she's unable to affect change. She's unable to change people's mind and thought process and actions going forward. This is what's driving her crazy. This is why she's so mad, because she feels that she should be making that difference.
They can't shut this off. I'm good. Please, y'all. Like, what about the adoptive mother? What about his family? That's who we need to be asking about. That's who we need to be worried about.
I was under the impression that the great grandmother, the one who adopted Marvin, that she was not well, that she was, of certain age, maybe to be experiencing things like dementia or whatever. Like, this has been my understanding. Now, I haven't looked into it. I haven't verified any of it, whatever. I don't care. I don't care to the point where I need to know anyway. I hope it's not the case, but it's been my understanding that that's the case. But what is she asking here exactly? Why is nobody talking about the adoptive mother and her family? So then she wants all of these crazy YouTubers, as she puts it, to stop talking about Letitia, stop talking about Dre, stop talking about Marvin, and instead focus their attention on the adopted mother, or grandmother, whatever, and her family. That's what she wants. She wants people to take these crazy people on YouTube to take their thoughts and focus off of fucking Molly and Marvin and Dre or whatever and put it all on them. Because I'm thinking if that happened, she would not be pleased for that happening. Call me crazy. I don't know.
Are they okay? Think about our reactions to this situation, and we're strangers to them. 99% of us are strangers to them. Can you imagine how the people that love them feel? That this is being blasted all over social media?
Lady, did you notice there for a while now how Molly and Justin moved on from this situation? Hell, even a lot of us other YouTubers kind of moved on from it. We don't care to be here talking about it all the time. You're the only one who won't shut the fuck up over this. And you keep going and you keep using this as means and weapons to throw digs at Molly, to throw digs at anyone else you deem problematic with your fucking moral police attitude there. That's what you're doing. I guarantee you, I fucking guarantee you this. If you stop talking about this for 1 week, everyone else is not going to fucking care to talk about it for a long while. Like, it's going to be out of everyone's mind. Like, seriously. In fact, it was going that way to begin with, but you're the one who kept it going. The second Katie Joy stopped focusing her attention on this shit is the second everyone else lost fucking interest in it. That compiled with the fact that there was just no new developments going on. Nobody felt so consumed by it anymore. People moved on. You're the one who hasn't moved on. That's why we're here still.
Think about that. Mocha, yeah, she better have known, because I can't. I can't. I'm good, y'all, and I appreciate y'all for checking on me, but this isn't my story. This isn't about me.
Oh, it's about you.
I don't want this to take.
You've made it all about you. You've done the same fucking thing that Katie did. You took over when she left off. That's what happened.
The focus off what it is. They don't have any right to do this to anybody. And they continue to do it. Okay, let's continue. But I just had to say that. But don't, y'all, this is, I'm okay. I'm just emotional. Shit like this. I told you guys when I get this pissed, I cry. I warned y'all, but I had no idea this was going to happen. But this isn't about me, y'all. This is about the family. We might not agree with even their actions, but they're now becoming victims of the same bullshit by these YouTubers. Pray for the family. Burn sage. Send positive energy. I don't care if you don't like Dre. Again, I always say that, but I don't. Think about the children. Think about everybody that loves him and what this is doing to those people.
Fuck.
Absolutely about him. We'll go ahead and read it. Marvin McCray, human Arizona Marine veteran, reportedly passed
I'm
away.
not even gonna entertain it. Well, actually, have you guys seen it?
Marvin McCray, the 29-year-old Marine who was honored.
I don't really want to give it. I'm gonna fast forward through that. If you want to read it, it's out there.
Jackson McCray was
Because it's just so much bullshit. And I don't.
She suspects that it is poison out there.
I don't.
Marvin McCray that passed away. When I'm searching for some type of answer, I have seen that as well. Trying to make a little bit bigger so you guys can see it.
The article is pure bullshit. That's why I'm skipping over it. There's bits and pieces of their fabricated lies that they threw in there to me.
See, that tells me also she doesn't really care to find out who the fuck wrote it, because the article, what's revealed and what's stated, the way the article tries to form the story, the context of it all, that's going to give you some sort of clue and inclination as to who was behind its creation. Why don't you want to know that? It seems like you might be worried or afraid that it might not support your belief that Molly's fucking behind it. I don't know. For granted, that could be my bias talking a little bit, but only a little bit.
To make an article. My dog could have done a better job at getting factual information.
Maybe he can teach you then.
Okay. Marvon Von McCray was 29 years old, served in the Marine Corps, was repeatedly in Arizona. And as part of the Dre shared.
She read it twice because it's so unbelievable the first time.
I'm sorry, guys. Of course, my husband.
Yeah, her and Uni can't move on exactly, Maya Nova.
She asserted that she was treating Von's ailment at home using a combination of different herbs. And to me, I've had, myself as well as moderators looking for any information that we could get.
Here she goes. I didn't cut this one yet. I didn't plan on playing it.
Funeral arrangements will be released by his family at a later date. So that's what I'm really going to be looking for. This was sent to me. I've had, myself as well as moderators looking for any information that we could get, because this has been out there.
Hi, Sherry.
Since then, I've really been trying to figure out what is going on.
Sherry was in our comments being like, I emailed you. I sent you something. Yeah, Sherry, you're a fan of the misinformation too. And Sherry was looking for death certificates. That's what,
Wait, what?
her and her wonderful comments last time she was here.
The hardest things I have been hearing in the past. I have.
It's emailed you. I sent you something.
And I've really been trying to figure out, as well as moderators looking for any information that we could get, because this has been out there.
Hi, Sherry.
And since then, I've really been trying to figure out what is going on.
Sherry was in our comments being like, I emailed you. I sent you something. Yeah, Sherry, you're a fan of the misinformation too. And Sherry was looking for death certificates. That's what, her and her wonderful.
Yo, why are you calling out people like that? And you're not even showing the screen. You're just fucking, you could be saying anything right now about anyone, and who'd be any the wiser. I mean, what? I don't know.
Wonderful comments last time she was here.
The hardest things I have been hearing in the past. I don't know. I know people that talk to the family. Other creators have said on their channel, yes, he passed. I really wanted to wait until we could get something really solid. Sorry, guys. I probably shouldn't have gotten on live, because my kids need.
No, you probably shouldn't have gotten on a live.
My kids need to come home, so Sean is trying to get up there to get him.
Yes, Mochas.
Allegations.
Yeah, her mod Sherry.
Where do they say allegations?
No, that's not what happened.
So she basically says they don't have any confirmation, and she was, they were looking for something, but they couldn't find anything besides that article. But she was going to wait to jump online, but she saw other creators saying it, so she needed to jump in first too, because she's a misinformation crony. So why wouldn't she be one of the first ones to pass off any misinformation? I swear to goodness. Yeah.
They said it's poison. Vaughn said mother. It's got like everything correct about it. So this article is absolutely about him. Now, whether or not
this article is about him, absolutely.
I'm reading something in my DMs, and I just want to address this real quick, though. Someone was telling me how it was the belief or whatever that I guess Molly. It's being claimed that Molly said that Letitia knew about Marvon's passing when they talked or whatever. That could be true, but only in the sense that because Molly possibly didn't talk to Letitia until I don't know, late last night or maybe today. I don't know, whatever. But it's been my understanding that Letitia found out from from social media. That's how she found out. So yeah, by the time she talked to Molly, she could have known. But I don't think she knew before that. Or at least I don't see how that can be claimed. Yeah, it's. I see you typing, but I'm not. I can wait a second. All right. Melly then said she told Wynette in person. I don't think that's. I don't know. I don't know when she saw Wynette in person, when this had come out. So I don't know. I don't feel. I don't feel I know enough to comment on that one way or the other. So. Because how long has Molly even been in Georgia for? I don't even know. I know it's been she was there yesterday. I know, but beyond that, I don't know. Oh, she said that she knew Marvon was dead, was passed long before. That could be. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen or heard anything to suggest that, I'll be honest, but like you're going to hear LB explain how it was like the scuttlebutt or whatever that Marvon had passed away like weeks ago. And when I did the stream earlier today, I suggested that only because of like why this was being released in this format on these websites. It seems to be that someone's trying to run narrative or propaganda. Why would that be? And I'm asking myself why that would be. Well, that might be because they're either trying to hide the fact that they're trying to put false narrative out there because they don't want people still bothering him, trying to lie that he had passed, or they did hide the fact that he passed. And now they're deciding to release that information, but they want to do it in a way where they don't look like the asshole for not having done it sooner. And I think that the former there, or the latter there, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards that. Anyways, I got nothing to verify it. Just my gut feeling or instinct has me leaning that way. Take that however you want. So, I mean, maybe that's possible, but I don't know. I have a lot of opinions on all of that, but that's going to have to wait.
Station. SNBC13.com looks like a channel news station.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't.
That I've heard really fast. So, and I've been hearing it from the people that talk to family members, as well as people coming to my channel saying, "Hey, did you hear the past? Did you hear the past? Did you hear the past?"
But she just said, this is really the first time I've heard about it. But earlier she said she's heard about it for a week. And she's been calling places for a week. What is it, Elle?
I didn't hear her say she was calling places for a week. I just heard her say that she called places. I could be wrong. I wasn't listening that intently. So yeah.
You can never make sense of it.
And her saying that this is the first I've heard of it. And now she's saying that's not the first she's heard of it. I don't recall her saying it's the first she's heard of it. I don't recall her making that claim. But again, I haven't been listening that intently.
Anything.
So I've been trying to get solid information.
Mocus, I agree. Lauren, there isn't any.
His actual birthday.
This putting you in a good light.
She's such a
This
dumbass.
just says he's estimated to be around 30 to 35.
Or Saturday.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? You're giving her shit for not knowing right off the top of her head when Marvon's birthday is. But up until this point, it's none of your fucking business. Why are you looking into this? Why are you calling fucking funeral homes and shit? It's none of your fucking business, you fucking weirdo. But now you want to give her shit for not making it her business enough to know his fucking birthday? Like, dude, you're just pissed off for the sake of being pissed off. Just realize that. Like, find another reason another means in which to work through your anger and release your anger, because you are actually causing some harm for other people who don't deserve the harm in this situation. That's what you're doing.
Not sure. Seems like I had his birthday at one point, but I don't remember.
And again,
it's been a while since I covered it. I got away from it for a while just because of everything. My goodness, if you covered the story, you got to keep.
When the fuck did you get away from it? When have you not covered this?
For a while now. I haven't heard
when
her talk
have you
about
not
it.
exploited this family, Elle? Okay.
It's an XYZ, which is disgusting.
You were accused of XYZ, which is disgusting. No, your behavior and what you've done is disgusting. That's what this is disgusting. And more people will learn.
Cover something that you're passionate about.
Yo, you got to realize that more and more people are going to learn, but they're not going to learn what you think they're learning. They're going to learn that you're off your fucking rocker, lady. Like, you are way too fucking invested in this. And you can sit there and say, oh, well, I care because of this family. That's great. Fine. Okay. You can care. We should care. But to this degree, it doesn't make sense unless you are a part of this fucking family. This is too much. And I would be concerned about why it is I felt the need or the desire to care this fucking much about some fucking strangers on the internet. Like, this, I don't know, man, this isn't healthy. Like, yeah.
Without people attacking you, saying that you're doing it for money. I can assure you I didn't make a bunch of money off this young man's story. It's sad. He was 29.
I don't think
should have made a dime. Because
why not? Why not? Why the fuck not? Why not? Why not? I mean, his story so many more people in the world know that Von McCray existed. They know about. They were able to see video of the man. They were able to meet the man because of this coverage. Okay. And it was still time, effort, energy, equipment, platforms used to get this story out there, to talk about this. Why shouldn't people be making money off of their time, their energy, their effort, their platforms, their equipment, whatever? Like, why? See, the people who say shit like that are the people who are personally invested in the content and the subjects. And it's fine. You can be, you have every right to be, I think, at that point. But unless, without being that personally connected or invested like that, it just comes off as exploitative for you to use these arguments to hurl at people you just don't like or you're mad at.
That's no
From my
story.
understanding, and what I'm hearing in the background, this is just what I'm hearing in the background, is that he coded, Dre may have contacted the family, they were able to get him, after he coded, they were able to get him back, but she did get in touch with the family, and then after that, he fixed.
Okay, think about this for a moment. Just bear with me. I know the answer already, but didn't Molly say last week that the family couldn't get information? That they didn't know where he was and they couldn't get any information? And now they're saying that Dre actually reached out to them and told them this stuff. But last week we were supposed to believe that they...
Well, you see, if you kept listening here, or maybe, I don't know, she does say it at some point that where they couldn't release the information. They couldn't share what it is that transpired. They had to keep it secret. So that might be why they just would have said, we've had no update. We don't know where he is, because that's much easier than to come up with some bullshit lie or storyline about how he's still alive and whatever. There's nothing to see here. You know, it's just easier to say, we don't know. So I'm not saying that what LB is saying is factual, whatever. I don't know. But if you're going to pull holes in it or try to pull holes in it, the answer to your question is there already. So you're poking a needless hole, I guess.
They couldn't get any information. Which story is it?
That is from my understanding of what I'm hearing in the background. As soon as I get something like an obituary will have to come out soon or sooner or later, because from my understanding, you have to put out an obituary.
From my understanding, your information is once again incorrect.
So that's going to have to come out eventually. I've heard that Dre wants to try to keep this, tight-lipped. She doesn't want a lot of people knowing that he passed.
How would they know that? How would they freaking know this? They don't. Dre's not talking. So how are they hearing this?
Well, how is anyone else hearing things in this? That's probably how. It could be being really, I mean, any of the information I've come across or I've seen shared or like revealed or whatever, it's been just from other accounts on social media. So whether or not these are actual people or just other viewers given their own, like, I don't know, their own theories, or maybe they're sock accounts to other people involved. Maybe it's their sock accounts to people just trying to create, who knows? But that's how it's happening. It's not like, I don't think she's claiming that like Dre sitting there like secretly messaging someone. I mean,
and again, of course, there is no proof. I'm not showing you the screen. I don't even need to, because they don't show proof of shit. All you're seeing is them run their yaps constantly. At least she can keep her jaw twitches to a minimum.
So wait. Oh, I'm going to touch that in a second. But so is her excuse for not showing proof? Is her excuse for how like you shouldn't believe them because they never show proof? Her excuse for that is her not showing proof. That's why you should never believe them because they never show proof. That's what that sounded like to me. That just sounded really like a dumb argument. Oh, and what's up with the jaw twitches comment? What the fuck is that? What are you trying to say there? See, I hear jaw twitches. I think, are you trying to say she has Tourette's? What's so wrong with that if she does? Like, what the fuck? Or are you trying to say she's like grinding her jaw, her teeth, or whatever? Like she's on some sort of narcotic, or amphetamines or cocaine or something? Is that what you're implying here? Are you trying to cast aspersions on someone by claiming that they're a drug addict when they just maybe possibly move their jaw around? And we can't even see, you're not even showing us the screen for us to verify this for ourselves to see it. We're just supposed to take your word for it. Like, that's fucked up. I got something in my eye. Damn it.
From my understanding, they know. From my understanding, the family, just Miss Letitia and just Mr. Jackson, got to go see him. Not Miss Bonnet. And I could be wrong, but this is what I was told in the background, and just, take it for whatever you want.
So now, not only is she completely lying about all the other stuff, she is now throwing in another piece. She's claiming that Letitia and Marvon Sr. got to go see him. That's what she's hearing in the background, but not Wynette. We already know Marvon Sr. and Wynette were there in June. We know Letitia made a trip in July. So is she claiming that they made another trip, just the two of them together? I don't really know what her claim is here, but it's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
I'm looking at the chat here. I want to read a couple of these because fuck yeah, you're right. Me, myself, and Mandy. Is she seriously saying this was about the family? The same woman who drugged Letitia and insinuated she was scamming money? Yeah, that's what she said. Live life whimsically. Oh, well, nonsense totally kept talking about the fraudulent fundraiser and made Letitia out to not really caring about Vaughn. She never cared how she hurt that family. Yep. I agree. Okay, me, myself, and Mandy says, I just went and looked. It's been 13 days since LB has a thumbnail and title about Vaughn. Yeah, it's been a while. Like even Molly kind of moved on. Not kind of moved on. Molly did fucking move on. Like she was covering this shit like every night, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, to then just not covering it at all for a whole 24-hour period and then a 48-hour period. You know what I mean? Like she was moving on. If she hadn't already fully moved on, she was almost there. But Molly likely I found myself felt like feeling like I was being pulled in. I had to keep defending, kept correcting the misinformation that this fucking channel was putting out there. This kept pulling me into it when I wanted to talk about other things. So I have no doubt that probably Molly felt the same way. And yeah, like there's only one channel who's been talking about this every fucking day since the channel's creation, since the situation started, whatever. Only one channel. And that's nonsense. Nobody else. Like even Katie fucking moved on. She always seems to be, Lisa, she always seems to be outraged at someone over something, or she always seems to be outraged at someone / something. Funny how she refers to other creators as nobody YouTubers. Seems to me she feels above everyone else. Oh yeah. I fully agree with that. I think Maya Nova says, I think it's comical nonsense. Always thinks she's exposing something or someone when all she's done is expose herself for being a nutter. That is no better than the people she's crying and bitching. What she's bitching about. Am I really losing internet again? Okay, no, I'm successfully connected again. Okay. Oh, Jujubee, no, this is Nonsense's take. This was a stream by Nonsense today. And she was commentating on LB's stream from today. So everything on the screen is from today. Okay, I'm gonna go back.
Because they have no proof and they're out here just blah, 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 blah. And again, even if they did, it's nobody's business.
I haven't reported it like this is accurate. I've been hearing things behind the scenes since last week that he passed, that all these things, and I really wanted to get some sort of solid confirmation. So this article, I thought, wow, this is like a news station that's reporting this.
This article was like, wow, this is a news station reporting this. Oh my god, it's so incredible. Oh, I didn't like bitches like this in high school, and I sure as hell don't like them now.
Oh no, honey, no. It was those bitches who didn't like you in high school. Let's not get this wrong now. Come on.
That's where I feel like we fell back to, by the way. Sorry, y'all. I'm amped up. I maybe shouldn't have came live.
It's also being said that Dre did post about it on her paid Facebook members thing that she did to her members. There's a lot of things being said behind the scenes that Dre confirmed it. Also that Miss Letitia and Mr. Marvon Sr. did get to go and see him beforehand, but are not allowed to speak about it.
So that's exactly what she's saying. She's saying Letitia and Marvon Sr., even though we heard last week that they couldn't even find out information of where he was at or anything on what's going on. That's what we were told last week by Molly, Justin, that whole crew. But now they're saying that they knew they got to go visit him, but they just had to keep it hush hush because of this.
See, this is what I heard. I heard out there talking and giving this other secret or unrevealed narration. But even as she's saying it, she's saying that this has just been the word, it's been the rumor in the background or whatever. She's not saying that any of this was confirmed or it was known, it was just, accepted, whatever. She called it a fucking rumor. The rumor's been, I've heard the rumors. Okay. So, and again, though, beside that, if you're comparing what LB is saying now compared to what the others, her associates were saying then, why is one honest and the other isn't? Either you think you find these people and their claims to be dishonest, or you don't. But you're cherry picking what it is you want to use to support your claims, and which you don't.
Who buys that? Anybody? Anybody believe in what this story has become now? Okay.
Well, I think Dre doesn't want us talking about it. I think everybody's really calmed down talking about it because of the allegations.
Daisy, yes, she did.
Blast against us that are just ridiculous. So everybody's gonna calm down. If we find out, or if she puts it out there, or Miss Letitia's able to put it out there, then everybody's gonna be making a video on. He passed away, unfortunately. And some people.
Did you hear what she just said? Let me rewind that just a minute because this is telling.
That's been blasted against us that are just ridiculous. So everybody's gonna calm down. If we find out, or if she puts it out there, or if Miss Letitia's able to put it out there, then everybody's gonna be making a video on. He passed away, unfortunately. And some people are gonna say, like, well, what's happening with Dre? So I think she just don't.
Everybody's going to be making a video. She didn't want to wait for confirmation of fact. She just wanted to be one of the first to get the views. All about the views. And tell me again how you're not exploiting this man's story, Elle.
That attention again. She don't want the attention back on her mind, on herself. So she's trying to keep this quiet. Where's this guy? Well, he was a Marine. Sherry, where? What messages we're at?
There's our friend Sherry. She's talking to.
Molly did say it. Somebody asked why that Molly said something. I'm surprised Molly's talking about it. Molly was live, I think it was last night, and they said, did you hear the bomb pass? And I'm pretty sure she said yes.
She's pretty sure Molly said yes. Elle, you fucking know what she said. You had this all talked out before you went live.
Well, this is off a big assumption.
You talk to Justin all the time.
Oh,
you know exactly what you're doing. You knew exactly this coordinated effort. You knew that this was going to go down.
So what is it you're saying? Like, are you just sitting around like imagining how it is they interact and they talk with each other, how often, how they scheme and plot together? Like, have you created this whole fucking storyline and narrative involving these people? Like, because that's not at all weird. Regardless, you're running with your assumption now. That's all you're doing. There's nothing to state otherwise, anything otherwise. There's nothing to state whether you're right or wrong. There's nothing, period. You're just running with your assumption. And that's fine. You have every right to do that. You can sit there and talk about your harebrained fucking crazy ideas and your theories all you want. You have every right to. But maybe just label them as such so people aren't taking what you're saying to be factual or true or anything. Isn't that all you were expecting Molly to have done regarding this to begin with? Well, maybe you should take your own advice.
Why did you guys pick, if you've known since last Thursday, why did you pick today? Huh? Again, why would you, if you've known for all this time, why did you wait till they're in Georgia last night to start this? Any of you answer that?
That doesn't make sense, does it?
It's all about the money.
How is that? What money? What fucking money? Wouldn't it make sense to save this for a time period in which she's not already garnering the attention of all kinds of people who are going to give her money for shit? I mean, her including this isn't going to like double the money. It maybe it'll increase it. I don't know, but it seems like a waste if that's why you're doing this. It would make way more sense to use this during a time where you don't have all this other big shit going on. If you're in it for money anyway. So.
Sherry, I checked my text messages and it says check your messages. On my text, it says check your messages. So we're at where
This is disgusting.
Yeah, so they have said that. They said that as well.
What's disgusting? Tell me.
I just really didn't want to talk about it until I could get some sort of verification.
I didn't want to talk about it until I could get some sort of verification.
Yes, no, and it sounds to me like when she saw this fake news article, like I said, they're not made to look fake. They're made to trick people. Okay. So it sounds to me like she was sent this, or she came across this, and she was taking that to be the verification in which she was seeking. That's what it sounds like to me.
She is talking about it.
AC13. I read it. I was like, okay, this looks like a legitimate site. It was posted today. Either way, I'm still going to do whatever I can to get an obituary. And once that comes out, I'll absolutely go live and share that to you guys.
I'll absolutely go live and share his obituary.
Yeah.
Elle, I think you might have just jumped at a lower level than.
I mean, isn't that what people do when they post it in the newspaper or on a website? They're sharing it, right? They're sharing the obituary. Well, what's so wrong with someone sharing it from where it's being shared?
Even the people you call out. You don't like KJ and all the things that you've claimed she does, but I think you just took a whole list of her plays and used them.
Yeah, because make no mistake, all of this situation, none of this would be the case. None of this would be reality had Katie not done what she did. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I thought you didn't go real life. I thought you didn't involve people's families.
Who?
I thought you were credible. You cared. That's a bunch of.
It's great you thought she was credible. I'm not sure you should really expect her to be credible. Nothing against her. You shouldn't expect that of me either. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a reporter either. Just throwing that out there. But how did she fuck with a family? Like what? I don't know. Whatever.
Bunch of bullshit.
But I mean, I think that's definitely probably what happened. Unfortunately, it's very sad because the whole situation is sad. He's way too young. He has a son. He had his whole life to live, and I don't know why he made the decision to do what he did that day to try to take his life or essentially take his life. I don't know what led him to make that decision.
I don't know, Denise. I honestly haven't looked.
I see that. What is that?
What's Denise asking?
I don't think families required to be an obituary. My family's crazy.
Bullshit. You did. Denise had asked, has KJ commented on any of this? And I don't know. I didn't even look. The fuck you didn't look. Come on. And well, if you didn't look, then maybe it's because you knew it was going to be posted beforehand. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Maybe me being a little snarky too. I take it back. Kind of.
I know in Louisiana you have to put one out, and I think in Georgia you do as well.
He doesn't live in fucking Georgia. His family does, Elle. So why would Arizona is where you would look?
None of this is your fucking business, Al. None of it is. How dare you not know what fucking state he lives in? Like, that's whatever. I'm done. I'm done with that.
These people.
Let's see. Is there a legal requirement to print an obituary in a newspaper? Check with the state planning attorney or the county office that administers probate proceedings. In the area where the deceased person lives, most regulations regarding estate planning issues are state-specific. Many states do not have legal requirements to have an obituary printed in a local newspaper. If someone decides that he or she doesn't want to print an obituary, or if the deceased person's survivors decide not to have one, there's no state law that compels them to do so. However,
do you notice how she took the time to Google this, but she will not take time to Google the source to vet that source because she already knew that it wasn't reputable, y'all. She already fucking knew.
Wow, that's a big fucking claim.
Listen to what she just said. And now go back. She's Googling about.
Listen, I wouldn't think to look into this shit. I wouldn't look to verify fucking sources or whatever. Had I not spent so much of my time online already learning about how people fucking fake this shit. Okay, if you're just an internet user like most other people and you're not actually like looking into people or whatever and claims and stories or whatever, I mean, because really, I never did that shit before. I never thought I had to. And even when I did think I had to, I never fucking did it still. It wasn't until like I was arguing with people and advocating for vaccines that I looked into shit. That's why. But before then, I never would have. And I never did. So it's not, I mean, really nonsense. Like how many fucking news articles have you throughout the years verified or looked into? I'm going to say probably not much until maybe like the past year, if that. Maybe even not then even. I don't know. But to then just assume that she can Google this, but she can't Google that, that means that she's behind it all. Like this, I'm not sure of the logical fallacy, but that's your fucking textbook, big, huge fucking big picture version of that fucking fallacy. Like what I can't remember what it is. I want to know what it is. Steve, if you're listening, what fallacy was that?
About this. but she couldn't do it to verify or vet her source. This was an intentional setup and rolled out intentionally within the misinformation cronies. Why do you think all these other creators didn't jump on this? It's only been contained within their group for the most part.
It's been released for less than 24 fucking hours. Like, to my knowledge, the first article or the first sharing, posting of it I can find on social media was at 10:34 a.m. today, Friday, Eastern time. Okay? So that was 13 hours ago. 13 hours ago and 10 minutes ago. So that may be why all these other creators haven't been running with it. They haven't had a chance to. But the ones who have learned about it, they did talk about it. They maybe not in a video, but they've been posting about it all over social media. Like, go to the groups. Like, the admins have believed it and were posting it. Even the people in there to argue with people have been believing it and posting it. And the members have been viewing it or believing it and posting it. I mean, come on. Are they behind it too? Well, they must fucking be behind it all too. Like, everyone's culpable except for you though, right?
Think about it. And the timing. They knew since last Thursday. And you think that any of them could have kept it quiet this long?
Oh, but so now
no. They might have.
Now Elle's believable. Now you can believe Elle. And she didn't say, I didn't hear her say last Thursday or whatever. I heard her talking about that. I listened to that part of her stream when I was watching her stream. She said, I've known since Thursday. And today's Thursday. I'm not sure if she's got the right day. I don't know. That tells me that there's a chance she could be just, I don't know, not describing it correctly. She could very well also be describing it correctly. But usually people say, I've known about it since last Thursday. You know, they don't just say since Thursday, because you're going to give the confusion of, do you mean today or last week? So
they've started setting up their story last Thursday.
Will require that there's to be filed with the State Office of Vital Statistics, a deceased person's executor.
It is, yeah, it's still Thursday.
I don't care about any of
Laws
that.
about notifications. The notification process.
That's none of their business. But she'll blast it as soon as she gets one.
The whole situation is a very sad situation.
The whole situation is a very sad situation, but I'm just going to continue to lie on this man's life because I have zero respect for anybody, especially our military veterans.
The kids were taking supplements because I watched videos.
Okay, like I have like no other argument to like make against this creator, but like I really just can't stand her because like I'm just miserable and mad at everyone. So I'm just going to keep accusing her of shit, and I'm going to keep hurling the fact that this man is a veteran at her, even though she obviously isn't in this because he's a veteran. But I don't care. Like, that's what you sound like. Do you hear how stupid I sounded there? I sounded like an idiot. I sounded like people are going to look at me like, yo, what the fuck's her problem? That's how people are looking at you saying, what the fuck is her problem? Just so you know.
The oldest girl literally spooning and taking the supplement. I think that was valerian root in that particular one.
She, again, just makes a claim. And again, you can have whatever, but she doesn't even know what one she's talking about. She's just randomly throwing out shit.
Oh, you mean like how you make your claims and say, I don't, it's on the Facebook page. Go find it. Is that what you mean?
Daisy, it's terrible.
It is terrible.
Rebel, I feel that way too.
Also, no, he's not famous, Sherry. So his wife was a social media influencer. She had a following on Facebook of over 600,000. Over 600,000 people following her.
Somebody asked if he was famous because I think they were trying to reconcile from their comments. It seems like they were trying to reconcile why this was something that's being blasted all over YouTube with such a serious matter.
Also, was like a top salesperson with the jewelry line Paparazzi. So she made a really good income from selling paparazzi as well as being a social media influencer. She would go live on Facebook, and then she started.
She just continues to just throw shade.
Unfortunately, talking about when his mom gave him is not healthy or normal.
She makes a bunch more claims that aren't fact.
That didn't sound like she was throwing shade. She was acknowledging Dre's accomplishments. That's what it sounded like to me. She wasn't like trying to cut them down or disparage any of the things she accomplished or whatever. She was just listing them. Like, how is that throwing shade? Like, I don't know. People just started listing off the good shit or the successful, I should say, the successful things I've done in life. I don't think I'd be too upset with that. I don't know. I want to check the chair here, though. Maya Nova says, none of this is nonsense's business. She needs to find a different hobby to take all of her hate and anger out. See, yeah, like, it's definitely not her business if she wants to use it and make it her business to tell everyone else how it's not their business. Yeah. Like, it's not our business, but it's your business. And you're going to go on and keep talking about your business publicly on YouTube. And then you're going to attack anyone else who also talks about it after you've put it out there. Like, that's what it feels like, you know, like, and the thing is I agree. Like, it's not anyone's business to the point where they are owed or they deserve to demand or to know all there is to know or anything they want to know. I have no right to demand to know the answers and expect to actually get an answer. I don't have the right to do that. But I do have a right to know about the situation after all the publicity that's been made around the situation by those directly involved. You can't then fault people for feeling moderately or slightly invested in things enough to know an update or what happened or an outcome. Because that's kind of what you were asking for when you put it in front of everyone's face, kind of. I don't know. But yeah, but it's definitely no one's business to the point where like they're owed it. No, of course not. And yeah, she wants to tell everyone how it's not her business. Well, then, you know, then it ain't yours either. Oh, I want to read out the rest. When did Elle go live? Let me see what time she went live at, because that's a good point. I don't have her live here. Okay, there it is. 8 hours ago. Okay, so 8 hours ago she went live. Well, I don't even know when that was. It was what, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. or something like that, maybe? No. It's like, I can't fucking do math. I can't. Yeah, it's like 3 p.m. Almost 3 p.m. According to now. Yeah, I mean, if the whole point of them for them was to release this today with all else that was going on for like optimal money or payout, yeah, why would they wait till the day was half over to fucking do it? It would have been something they did like first thing this morning. It would have been something they did to where it left the entire day open to take hold of the story and run with it. Why would they cut that off at the knees? That doesn't make sense. You're right. I get that. I'm doing great chronically, B Queen B. How are you doing? Oh yeah, it's she really gets going too. I'm not going to play the whole stream here, but like I listened to a couple sections here and there, and I know that one part is coming up still. So yeah.
Actual.
It's a very sad situation. So I mean,
I'm skipping through.
First they said he was brain dead, and then she talked about how she believed she could basically heal him. From my understanding and what I was told, he was able to come home with them.
From her understanding, again, y'all, from her understanding. So we all know if she's saying her understanding is this is the type of understanding she has. Facts right in front of her face, and she'll continue to look at the lies and pick through them because that's more.
Where's the facts showing that didn't happen? Like, what facts is she fucking ignoring? Okay, her understanding. I think it does warrant to inquire what exactly is your understanding threshold or whatever. Like, what do you mean by saying by my understanding? Does that mean just you heard it somewhere by someone, or it was a post in some Facebook group, or was there a little bit more to that? I do think that that's a question that stands to reason to be asked. But yeah,
entertaining for her. Doesn't affect her. This isn't her life. This isn't her family. This
it's not yours either.
This is all just about a story and money for them.
And she was like, kind of like this nurse essentially who was taking care of him.
If this was all about a story and money for Al, then she would have been talking about this shit non-fucking stop. She probably, out of all the creators, she's probably talked about this shit less than I have.
But then it got very difficult for her to tend to him along with her kids. So she put him in like a long-term facility. And then I heard that.
Yeah, I don't speak to Dre at all. I would never reach out to them. Like, I just so we're clear. Yeah, no.
Bullshit. Oh, I call bullshit on that one.
when he was
Just
in the
so we're
facility,
clear.
when he coded, she did reach out to mom and dad, Bond's mom and dad. They weren't able to see him. And then after that,
They got a whole story.
like more than likely what'll happen is like your comment may be removed or like the chat will be removed or something like that. I hope she doesn't remove the videos over strikes. I think people have them, you know. I think people have recorded all these.
Anyways, you guys get the gist. I'm sick and tired of listening to these fuckers. Super serious. I'm done. I literally am so disgusted with human beings. So disgusted. Nani, did you want to pop on? Amethyst, do you want to pop on? Either one of you. I can send you a link. Sorry, I didn't do that before.
Do people come on? I forget.
That's all I have to really say about this.
I think so.
You guys can hear it yourselves. Go listen to their videos. I can go back to Molly's and we will, but I can't listen to this anymore. First and foremost, y'all, please get in the mindset that even if he did.
Yeah, it's she can only go so long without hearing Molly's voice. No, I'm being petty. Yeah.
Even if this was true, it's not our fucking business. And by running around and even saying this, potentially, we're helping spread their narrative. That's what they want.
Who's them?
So please start just saying, this is not confirmed. Please do your research. Or something to the effect of check your sources. Anything. We need to get the facts out there. And once again, the facts aren't that this is again not factual. This is another update with no basis. And again, I could be wrong. There's always that chance. I'm not asking you to take my word for the shit. I'm asking you to go do your research.
Yes. Go do your research. Go research this shit and verify things for yourself. But don't you dare fucking do anything that might possibly verify it for you. Like contact some sort of government agency that can tell you yes or no. Don't fucking do that. Like
in this situation, there's too many. Again, it's red flags all over. And you can't look at all this stuff and say, oh yeah, that's factual basis. I don't even know who that is. Oh, is she the one from y'all? I don't know. Hey, Makeup Mobster. I don't know. Yeah, there is no post, y'all. There's no post whatsoever. There was never a post made. Let's clarify the facts. There's never been a post made. There's been zero.
I'm inclined to believe that. And she's talking about a post in Dre's member group or whatever. It's been claimed that Dre put up a post in her member group to update her members that her husband passed. I'm inclined to believe that no such post existed because there ain't no ways one of those motherfuckers ain't grabbing a screenshot of that fucking post had it gone up. Someone would have grabbed it. Someone would have absolutely grabbed a screenshot of that. But I've yet to see one. And by now we would have seen one had there been one out there. So I'm inclined to believe that that post didn't occur. I could be wrong, but that's where I'm at with it.
Confirmation that Letitia and Marvon Sr. got to go back out there. Marvon Sr. has pre-existing conditions. Everything has to be scheduled and arranged and everything. Come on, people. Which he was able to do before, but we've got a new.
I just thought of something here though. She says she claimed earlier that she's never talked to Dre, she says. Okay. So then how did she verify that the fact that this is all bullshit? How did she verify that the parents, Letitia and Marvon Sr., did not go back out there like Al had described? How did she verify this her claim she's making if she doesn't talk to the very people who could verify it? I mean, she's just as clueless as the rest of us. So, but it's okay for her to make these claims. See, I'm not making any claims. I gave my opinion on what I think could have possibly happened or maybe what my gut's telling me, but I can't verify any of that, at least not at this point in time. And I offer no such verification. And I make it a point to say that. But she's saying this is not true. This is all bullshit. Believe me, even though I can't verify it. And don't you dare try to verify it yourselves, but do your own research.
News source that is completely not legit. You can go on their Facebook page, search it all yourself. It's out of Nigeria. The location says Pennsylvania. It conveniently pops up today with BS. Again, no journalist is going to risk their career on writing an article of that nature because that's.
I'm not trying to make this about me, but whoever Stoned Gator is, thank you. They said in Answers chat that they like me. So thank you.
Allegations.
I know that they could not have been an easy thing to admit in that fucking chat. So
that they're not even saying allegedly on. They're
you are
saying this stuff as fact. Stone Gator, I don't at all. She can, yeah. No, Makeup Mobster, there's not.
Oh, you don't like me?
No, that it's not confirmed. There is no confirmation. There's more confirmation that this is 100% rumors and facts, or not facts, than there is anything else. This is
what have you seen that's confirmed that for you? That what's this more confirmation? That's what I want to know, because that's what I think we all want to know, because you're not fucking sharing that with the rest of the class here.
Everything, even the source that they're using. They're using another source. Hold on, let me look at it.
Oh, okay, Dirty Amazon. All right, that's fine.
Hold on, I was going back in my text. Memes random. Some girl in one of the truth stories, it's on my Facebook, used a website, and she shares it in a post.
Oh, Jujubee, that's right. Oh my God, the serendipitous nature or whatever of this. Yep. Jujubee posts. Isn't Molly saying she couldn't verify claims what really started this all to derail? Yeah. That's what started. That's kind of what set Katie off, which set this whole thing in motion here. And what got us to where we are today was Molly doing a video saying she just can't verify the information being put out there by other content creators without Krista Paul being one. Yeah. It's kind of come full circle. I don't know. You're right, though.
Post. And the article is under memesrandom.com. They're going in and writing this stuff.
Who really?
Somebody is writing this shit. Oh,
wait, no. You just said they are going in and writing this shit. They, and you're talking about only a very specific subgroup of they this entire stream. So what you're saying there is that Molly, Elle, Justin, and whoever else you want to throw in the mix there, they're the ones. They are going in and writing this stuff. Really? Well, that sounds like a very big fucking accusation you made there. And I'm going to need to see your evidence of that. But I'm guessing I'm not going to ever see that. So I'm not going to hold my breath here. But yeah. And why is it so important that you lay the blame on someone today, now? Why do you find it so, I don't know, just, now I'm being distracted. What? Wait a minute. Okay, I forgot what I was saying now. I gotta go back.
Yeah, the site is from Nigeria, and this the location on their Facebook says Pennsylvania. It is.
So is she saying that the reason why she thinks Molly and they are the ones going in and writing this shit is because somewhere the claim is made that this website is in Pennsylvania? I mean, like that, I don't know. I feel like you should kind of set higher demands for your verification, for your proof of things before you make these claims. I mean, like, if that's all you require to put the blame for this on Molly, then why don't you just fucking believe everything the website says? Because that's not a very high threshold for proof, like, at all.
Yeah, there's no confirmation, y'all. This is why we're here. I wanted to come on earlier, but I was busy, and then like everything's just blown up, and even good creators don't know. Like, here's Makeup Mobster. Tia, again, I'm sorry I yelled at you earlier. I know you don't know. I know and I apologize again. I'm just so angry because this is spreading like wildfire. It's going nuts. I can't even talk, and it's beyond. Yeah, this is beyond. This is the lowest of the lows that I've ever seen anybody go. They do not, any of them deserve a channel. And that is 100%. And I'm not asking you guys to do anything, or this is crazy.
That right there is the issue I have with this fucking moral police attitude. Who the fuck are you to think you can decide, or you have some sort of authority to pass that kind of judgment, to give this sort of determination of whether or not someone should have a channel or not? Like, who the fuck are you to decide who is deserving of a YouTube channel and who's not? And why do you care? It's fucking YouTube. I mean, do you think you have a right to decide who can go into McDonald's and get food based on how much they weigh? Because, I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like if people do some sort of sketchy shit, some kind of shit that you think you deemed wrong, well, then they don't deserve to have a platform. Well, I'm more curious. Do you sit there and look at fat people and say, you don't deserve to eat McDonald's? Like, for real, I want to know, because or do you reserve your whole moral police persona just for the things or the people you really dislike, but everything else is fine? Like, I'm just curious.
They start the story last night, but then Elle's taking it back to last Thursday. And to hear her say that she made all these phone calls.
Who started it last night? What is she talking about with that? Because I didn't hear anyone start this shit last night. I didn't hear anything. And when I first, looking back now, knowing what I know, if I look back and see how and when this whole thing kind of started to come into fruition, oh, it's been more than a day then. People have been talking about the things that are involved here in this alleged situation today over a week ago, at least a week ago, right? Maybe right around a week ago. So, like, you're even wrong. You're wrong in your timeline that you're using as a premise, which means you got to realize that if your premise is wrong, then your whole argument needs to be readjusted or relooked at, whatever.
I called a random NBC affiliate and asked if that was linked to them.
You don't even have to do it yourself.
You don't have to call the local one to any of them. You can call your own. They'll give you a list of where to find the registered affiliates and who's legit. But she brought up so many things when I was asking her questions of like, how do I vet that this is not? And she was like, you know, show like there's a lot of red flags that you can see right there when you look at it. There's no NBC logo. I mean, they're totally, it's just one of those spoof things again. And again, there was a legit news reporter who did an interview with Marvon Sr. months ago, who was trying to cover the story, but there wasn't facts local to the family. She would be covering this.
Really? You know this?
This is lower than low. Makeup Officer, I can either send it to you or I'm sure somebody will send it to you.
I think it does make sense that if someone were to cover the story, that it would either have to be some big, huge viral story, which this is not. Outside of this community here, no one really knows about any of the shit that's going on. Most people alive have never heard of Trey. This has not gone viral. So I don't see why any non-local media outlet would have any interest in the story. So there would be local. And even locally, I don't see why any local media outlet would have an interest in the story. You know, I mean, nothing is changing in their area. Nothing is becoming more pronounced or whatever in their area as a result of this. It's not a public interest story, locally anyway.
It's snbc13.com. And you got to scroll down because they tried to push it down. They put a bunch of spoof. If you read the other articles too, they're like really bad.
Oh my God, that's so true. I like that. Dirty Uncle Sal says, if you had to call someone and ask how to vet sources, maybe don't parade around cosplaying as a reporter. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I watched your stream this afternoon, and it is so weird that after KJ posted about the story, KJ posted about this, the story vanished because I was in the process of verifying the address in South Africa. Really? I have the address if like you need it or whatever. I don't know. Like, if I'm wondering if maybe your wording of that is saying that like you were trying to verify the address in South Africa, but then the story vanished and then you couldn't get the address. I have it. I'm pretty sure I showed it in the stream earlier. But really though, I was wondering when I noticed that it was gone when I tried to pull it up earlier in this stream, and I noticed that it's been taken down. I've been wondering when it was that it was taken down because it was still up throughout the entire duration of my stream earlier. But that's interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah. For those who are unaware, I can pull up Katie's post real quick. She did comment on this, and it's her refusal to comment on it that kind of has me asking a lot of questions, like, why doesn't she want to talk about it? Because, well, I think she would. I think she would want to talk about this. Like, what am I doing? Like, say that, for argument's sake, let's say that the nonsense theory or claims are correct. Let's say that Molly did write this shit. Well, imagine Katie thinking Molly wrote this shit. Oh my God, we'd be in like our third fucking live stream about it right now if that was the case. You know, if Katie really thought that, she wouldn't be able to shut the fuck up about it. She'd be going on and dragging Molly forever. But she doesn't want to talk about it. That's kind of weird to me. I just gotta say it. You know? Logouts. I had to switch Instagram accounts to look at Katie's. She blocked me. Oh shit. Which one do we want? Well, why doesn't it remember? It doesn't remember my password now. No, I can't log in with Facebook. Fuck. All right. Even my iPad is taking forever now. All right, here we go. So, did she edit this? I could swear she posted something more about it. Or something longer. I mean, where did I see it at? Oh, it's right, the subreddit, Discord. That's where I seen it. Because now it looks like it's shorter. So I just want to make sure that I got the actual one that she posted originally. I don't know. It looks like that's about right. Okay. All right. So I'll show you these. Okay. Where are you? Just made my eye again. What the hell? Okay. Oh, that's right. I am sharing a screen. I don't want to. Yeah, okay. All right. So here is Katie's posts. What the hell? What did I share there for?
Or
What?
I'm sure somebody will send it to you. It's snbc13.com. And you got to scroll down because they tried to push it down. They put a bunch of spoof. If you read the other articles too, they're like really bad.
What was it I shared before?
SNBC.
Come on.
snbc13.com. Maybe if you Google it, it'll pop up and there's a Facebook link and it'll give you locations. And then if you go in, you can see further into that. And even on Google, you can go to the website and walk it through. I think Rabbit, I don't know if showed it on the screen when she was doing it or not, but she walked it through like way back into. Rabbit did a video earlier on it. I was MIA, but I popped in a few times. But she broke it down. Like, this is just not factual.
Okay.
And again, I'm sorry.
Not letting me share it on the tab that I already have open, so I had to put in another tab. Fucker. All right, so here is the first screenshot of her post. She wrote, there are rumors Marvin McCray passed away. I cannot confirm, and I don't believe it's appropriate for anyone to speculate unless the family, i.e. his wife, gives an official statement. The next one says, FYI, I will not speculate on a death of anyone unless an official statement is made by the family or an obituary is published. Oh, but don't go calling you're looking for one, though, because it's none of your business. anyway, I'm sorry, is published. I will not speculate at all. Please know these kinds of rumors can be damaging and hurtful to families already dealing with a difficult situation. Yes, please know that, and believe Katie when she says these kinds of things can be damaging, because she knows fucking damage. Okay. To me, it's like that comment kind of just, and this may be my bias speaking, sure, but that just reads smug to me. Like she's just like, look at what all these fucking people I have to deal with. That's what you get for fucking with me. Like she's smug about it. That's how it comes off. That's how I'm reading it. Whatever. May just be me. Okay.
Upset and what my emotions show, but please send your prayers to the family. Send your well wishes to the family. I don't give a shit what we all feel, we know, or anything. This is
I'm rude.
Still,
I apologize, Renelle. I'm rude. Hi, Renelle. I read your comment. I had a conversation with you. I just never said hi.
At the end of the day, absolutely horrifying what they're doing to this family. Absolutely horrifying.
Oh
Part of me wanted to reach out to Letitia today, just in the messages that we used to have, and say, I am so sorry.
But you're not. You're not fucking sorry.
People are putting you through.
You're not. Really.
I've been the one accused.
This makes you sorry. This makes you feel bad. This makes you want to reach out and tell her how sorry you are. But when people were coming at her and attacking her and saying all that horrible fucking shit to her in your comment section, you weren't sorry then? That was not a situation worthy of an apology or any kind of compassion? Nah. She had that comment though, right? This though, you're sorry about. Like, fuck, man, you got some whacked priorities. I don't know what else to call it.
Of putting her through all sorts of stuff and harassing her and all this shit. And us over here are the ones that are fucking concerned about the family. But go figure. They're not asking about the great grandmother. Why aren't they asking about his adoptive mom when they're there? They don't ask about any of the things that.
Is that really what you want? Do you really want to make the adopted mother the focal point for Molly, for Justin, for everyone else here on the internet? Is that really what you're pushing for? You might want to think about that before you get what you wish for. And that's not a threat. Don't take that way. I'm just saying that if you keep asking for it, people might start listening and give you what it is you're asking for. And I'm thinking that when that happens, you're going to realize that you probably shouldn't have asked for that.
That matter, right? Think about how she started rolling out videos last week, amping it up, claiming that this was a motive, that she was waiting for him to do this. Elle just confirmed all of this shit that they've been cooking up this story since last Thursday for him to do this, rolling out videos. They're not asking about the great grandmother. Why aren't they asking about his adoptive mom when they're there? They don't ask about any of the things that matter, right? Think about how she started rolling out videos last week, amping it up, claiming.
What fucking videos did she unroll last week? And if that's what you're basing this on, well, you do realize that the first person to unroll this, the one who developed this role, was fucking Katie. She's the one who framed this whole story, basically. She just stopped running with it. And now you're thinking Molly ran with it. You just, you really need to look at shit through a different pair of eyes than your own, because your eyes are just like tunneled right in.
I mean, that this was a motive, that she was waiting for him to do this. Elle just confirmed all of this shit that they've been cooking up this story since last Thursday. She was calling funeral homes, the coroner's office. You heard her say that. This all comes from that camp. Think about, by all of this coming out, what is it doing? It's taking attention away from Quentin Simon. It's taking attention away from all of the money that there's been zero accounting of. All of the horrible things that they continue to do to people. And in my brain, this is again my opinion only, there's a way bigger piece at work here. And the further we peel stuff away and find out more of the inner workings of that camp, the worse it gets, the more shock value they need. Oh, makeup monster, it's so bad. The article just flat out makes allegations. Well, and they don't say allegedly. No journalist is ever going to put their career on the line for that. Plus, the journalist on there is not a legit journalist either.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you're gonna shit. You're gonna shit when you see this. Oh, more than enough. Spanky and me are gonna. Yes, Glow, she did. Rabbit's great. Yeah, I don't like Elle. Sorry. And that's based on her behavior and the fact that this is so negligent. So negligent. And at the end of the day, again, even if this was fact, it's none of our business.
I gotta
Right?
say though, like,
So if I can leave you with any,
just from a personal opinion standpoint, like hearing all the things Elle said about why she heard about this shit like a week ago or whatever, like the whole storyline that she was recited, I guess. I don't know, man. Like I heard her saying it, and I'm questioning the whole fucking thing. I don't know. I don't really care if it's true or not. I'll be honest. It may be true. I don't care if it's not true. You know, but especially since it wasn't shared with the public when she was being told. Like it allegedly, she was sharing this after she believed she had verification from this article. But yeah, the whole story that she gave did sound kind of unbelievable. And like, I don't know who told Elle. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to picture myself in Elle's shoes. Like, what would I believe that? I don't think I would. I really don't think I would. What would make me believe it if it were true? You know, what would I need to have done for me to believe it? And I would have to hear about it directly from the people involved, like from Marvon Sr., from Letitia, you know, from Dre, whatever. That would be about the only thing that could possibly cause me to believe it. So I don't know. It just, the whole thing did seem kind of unbelievable. Like, first of all, like, if he coded, like she said, and they brought him back and he was able to hang on or whatever just long enough for them to go and see him one more time. Well, then he hung on for a while, because if I were to jump up out of my house right now and just pick my purse, that's it, nothing else, and go to the airport and get a plane to Arizona to get there within a few hours, it's probably going to take me a good 12 fucking hours still to get there. You know, and driving, I don't know how long driving takes, but driving can't be much shorter than that if it's shorter. But like, you can't just go and hop on a plane and just get somewhere with the quickness like maybe we once were. You know, it's just, I don't know. The whole thing just, it does sound kind of unlikely. I'll say that. I don't know though. What? Oh, I hit the wrong one.
anything, I encourage you to please do your own research and please start telling people that this is not confirmed.
You need to just stop telling people to do their own research, because you really don't want them to do their own research, because you're going to fucking yell at them and tell them how it's under their goddamn business if they try to do their own research. Just stop that.
More people need to understand that this is not factual and to do their research. Go look at the source. Go look at the setup. Look at how every bit of this is falling into place. Earlier today, Spanky said that they were going to get speakers and lights out there. They were basically going to light that place up. He said, stay tuned, everybody. Today's going to be a wild day. I can just feel it. What happens? One of them gets arrested. What did they go down there to? To get their faces on the news, to get all this stuff. Think about it, y'all. Think about what's happening here and who's profiting.
So if that's true, then they don't fucking need this shit to get people's attention. They would save this for a day in which they don't have something else, something big going on, right? This is a distraction, I think, to Molly at this time when she's focused on something else and she's unable to address it properly if she wants to stay focused on something else. This is like the perfect time to release this if you're trying to not help Molly, right? This is what I'm thinking. So there right there is like the biggest sign, I think, that this isn't Molly. It's, I don't know. I don't know. And the way it's written too, like, I think if it was someone who wanted to put this out there to make Dre look bad, they would use it to make Dre look bad. I don't think the intention was to make Dre look bad either, which I realize I'm kind of just creating more questions than answers with my questions. But I mean, because if it wasn't Molly and them, in my opinion, then, and I don't think it was, I don't know. If it was Dre, then I'll think it's Dre, I think, if it turns out to be known or confirmed that he did in fact pass away some time ago. Then I think it's more than likely it was Dre. But if he really did just pass away like yesterday or the day before or some shit like that, or just recently, or if he didn't pass away at all, then I think it's just someone just trying to keep fucking bullshit going and just keep it brewing and keep people coming at each other and just trying to troll people here involved or covering it. That's what I would think. So why do I keep hitting the wrong one?
Funny is when they needed to bail him out, all of them looked at each other like, who's going to bail this fool out? None of them wanted to cough up their own money to bail him out. I mean, I wouldn't either, but
Agree with that.
this is so disgusting. Yeah, I'm so disgusted. Michelle LaBelle, no, there's no confirmation of that whatsoever. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, Dirty Uncle Sal.
I hope so. Spanky.
Oh my God. I think you're 100% right. Like that didn't even cross my fucking mind, but I think, yeah. Wow. I can't believe it didn't cross my mind. Fucking genius. Anyway, so Dirty Uncle Sal says, isn't it a coincidence that this is coming out, trying to gain momentum right as there are motions and new lawsuits popping up? That's a very good point. Like, I mean, I just streamed about the filing by Katie and how fucking ridiculous it was. I think a lot of people have been saying that. And I think that it's starting to look kind of bad for her, at least in the public eye of things. I don't know about the legal sense of things, but public opinion is not in her favor, it seems. And that's what matters to her. So yeah, oh my God. Yeah. That's a very, very good possibility. That's like, yeah, you're right. Fucking brilliant. I'm going to play this for a couple more minutes and I'm going to wrap this up because I've been live for quite a while and I'm getting hungry.
Spanky and me are going to get acquainted, I have a feeling. I even thought about coming on here as my face today to show you guys how fucking serious I am about this. Isn't a joke to me. This isn't funny to me. This isn't a fucking game.
You
don't have to be associated with the family to realize how messed up this is. This is a level of low that there's not many people that will go to this. She should be getting her filler fixed instead of doing all this stuff in that jawline.
What?
That's what she should be focused on.
Who?
Granny T. Yep. I feel the same way. Felony Melody.
What?
Yeah, the real Angie, I did hear that too. Blue, 100%. Yep. Hannah, yes. Yes. Share it out. We'll share it out. If one of the mods is in here, you can share her channel, please. Oh, I gotta share the other Schuster. What's her YouTube? I can't remember her YouTube name. I'll share her blog. She sent me her blog so I can post it after yesterday. I'm so excited to post it. She's great. I'll post that in the community post. Does anybody have any questions? Nanya, did you want to? I didn't see you guys. If any of you guys wanted to come up. Everybody's.
I see you trying in there, Kara. And thank you.
God.
I mean,
sorry, I'm just reading messages.
Yeah, I think that this sites, if these channels, if we work together, I think we could accomplish a hell of a lot more. I completely agree. I'm not so sure that's going to happen, but like, if it helps, I'm open to it. I'm game. If it helps.
Messages. Yeah, I'm beginning to think the same thing. I think this is the intention of throwing Letitia under the bus because they keep making digs at Letitia.
In fact, after I watched part of Rabbit's stream earlier, I commented on her post or on her stream there, and I offered to share with her the information that I came across, and she's like, "Oh my God, yeah, thanks." And I emailed it to her. So I mean, yeah, I agree with you, and I believe the same thing. The thing is, though, is that whether I like who is responsible or not doesn't matter, like, because I can still like someone even if they did something fucked up. I can still be friendly with them. I can still enjoy them if they did something fucked up. This isn't going to be my purity test. Okay, I'll feel and think the way I do about it, and I have no problem making that known, but I realize that we are all the sum of our actions, not the sum of one action. So regardless of who it is that's responsible for this or behind this, I will have no problem admitting that, seeing that, accepting that. Should it be proven one way or the other, no matter who it is? I'm not so sure if other people involved, though, would be able to do the same thing. And I could be wrong. I mean, I could be just selling them short or whatever, not giving them enough credit. I admit that. But that would be my concern, though, too. But it is what it is. On that note, though, I'm going to wrap this up because it's 12:30 now. So, but I want to thank everyone here for being here. I don't know what that means. I gotta read that. Wait. I don't know where to pick my statement. Oh. Okay. Let me put it up on the screen. I used to be in Uni's Discord. I left after Estella got kicked. He was two-faced and threw her under the bus to save his own skin. I fully believe he was in communication with Nat just from his reaction. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I realize there's a chance I could be wrong, but my belief where I've concluded, where I landed on things based on everything I've learned, which I haven't learned anything to confirm it, but enough to convince me anyway. I do believe that Unirock was behind the whole fucking Nat thing. I think that he was the hand behind it. I don't know how much, if any, Katie knew, but I don't think she was completely oblivious. I think she knew or expected something, just maybe for plausible deniability, kept herself out of the loop. But yeah, that's where I've landed. I fully agree with you. Molly instantly was pulling out her card, offering to bail him out. This is completely false info of nonsense as usual, trying to start drama. The family was not notified by Dre. Molly showed text. I don't doubt it. Thank you, Wild Horses. Oh, I didn't put that up on screen. Sorry. Thank you, Wild Horses, for sharing that. I think that's very likely true. Yeah. I'm kind of, yeah, I had the same question too, Dirty Uncle Sal. Renell Smith, you said Looney is main victim. Do you mean Uni? Or Lino, you said. Who's Lino? I thought maybe, I just assumed you meant Unirock, but. Yep. Kaleman Charlie says, there are websites that you can use for free and set up using any type of name. So anyone could have posted that article, literally anyone. Exactly. And those websites, they're not going to be complete websites. They're just going to look like they are, but once you look like behind the window or behind the surface, you're going to see like, it's void of anything and everything else. Yeah, you got a point, GGB. See, that's the thing. Like, I wondered that too. Like the whole Nat thing, the stream I did. Like, I'm not saying that everyone should be talking about it by any means. I'm not. But the way everyone was talking about Nat and all the fucked up shit she did for so long, the way people came at me for just sharing a conversation I had, how intensely emotional everyone was invested in that. Why is it that none of those people want to even acknowledge the fact that my stream happened or any of the shit that I shared in that stream happened? It's like they're purposely avoiding that. I mean, sure, if they're purposely avoiding all my streams, I get it. I don't blame them. But that one stream, I don't know. If I were them, I think I'd want to look into the shit or talk about it. Hey, something. I think I'd have questions. Not a fucking thing. I can't help but to feel and wonder, like, they're not asking questions because they already knew these answers, that they may have been in on a lot of it too. Because beside that, I have had some people ask questions, but people who really don't know the full story to begin with, like their questions are a part of all questions, questions about the whole thing. But out of everyone who knew what happened, they were either in the stream that night or, we were talking about it, or they're fucking radio silent. I don't know. That's what it feels like. But what made me think of that was Juju B saying, why that is an odd coincidence right after EKC points out that Nat's situation is suspect. Where are we all looking? Not at those things. Yep. Oh, DC says Miss Wynette drove to see Molly Golightly and Justin the day before, and Miss Wynette, didn't know then. I was gonna say, I thought that they met up like, I don't know, maybe it was last night. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So on that note, I am gonna wrap this up. Except they don't. Yeah, exactly. Except they don't avoid your streams, EKC. Clearly they don't. Yeah, I know. Yep. But they're purposely avoiding any kind of discussion about that, about Nat not existing, about the whole thing being exposed. Like nobody wants to acknowledge it. Why the fuck? I'm sorry. You cannot sit there and tell me that you fucking were so invested and so pissed off about this to the point where you were posting and tweeting some of the fucking most horrible shit I ever read directed at me or at anyone for that matter over this shit. You cannot sit there and expect me to believe that that was you. But then now, nothing. No. If that's you, then it's you by design. It's not you by like normal organic emotion. It's you because you don't want it talked about now, but you needed it talked about then. That's what that tells me. Why is that? So, okay, I know. I'm going to get going. Bye, guys. Thanks for being here. I have to work tomorrow, so I don't think I'll be streaming it out tomorrow. But if I do, it'll be earlier in the afternoon. So, but beyond that, I don't know. Bye. Have a good night.